そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメスパイ
あやこれ好
き。よりによって
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
き。ワクワク。
We're off to a good start, boys.
Who's the real one? No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to you guys. Welcome to another episode of SNH, man. What are we, 188? 188. 188, boys, man. We got a lot we got to talk about. If I sound like I'm going to be rushing today, it's because there's actually a lot that we actually have to fucking go over today. It's been a wild, wild week in the gaming industry, the internet as a whole. It's been insane, and we got to get into it, boys. So with all that being said, we're going right into intros. Leon, take it away. How's your, you know what? I wasn't even going to say because it was going to sound really gay. It was going to sound gay. No.
He was going to say, Leon, how's your asshole?
No, I was going to say, Leon,
hey,
how's your
yo,
throat?
what?
Hey, damn.
Leon, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Last I
Hey.
heard, Leon's got blisters in the back of his throat.
Let me tell you, it was rough. I woke up this morning, my stomach was still feeling some pain, but I'm good now. I've had plenty of tea. I've had a whole day to kind of like sleep it off.
Sounds like you
and,
had
we're
plenty
feeling
of
good.
D too. What's going on
Yeah,
with you,
what the
gang?
fuck going on,
Yeah,
bro?
All right, so wait, because the blacks don't watch my show, they don't know what happened last night.
I'm
I
sorry,
had
I have a fucking job.
bitch. I stream at like 11:30 p.m., 12:30 a.m. your time.
I
You
was
can pop
editing.
this shit on. Anyway, I ate a 9 million Scoville gummy bear on stream last night.
Why?
Oh, so you're an
The
idiot.
gift, baby.
Because he's white.
That was his goal.
Did you at least get super chats for that, or you just
Yeah,
like? I'm
yeah. I
doing it
said,
raw?
like, hey, we have to get 5 hundo in super chats before I do it. And
Oh, okay, all right. Okay.
chat came in clutch, and then I had Sev just use this hot take generator to like just generate random hot takes to see if I could agree or disagree while I was dying. And they made no sense. It was things like dresses don't belong in caves, and I was like over there, I was like, what the fuck does this even mean? It was rough. It was awesome. So I'm probably gonna just clip that whole segment into a video so you guys can watch me suffer for the rest of eternity.
Awesome. Kata.
Hey, what's
What
up,
game you
everybody? How
playing,
are y'all doing? Sorry,
Stop looking at feet on your fucking phone.
this
if I
this
showed
nigga's out of
if
control.
I showed
There you
you
go. It
what I
works
was
now.
looking, if I showed you what I was looking at, you would get demonetized. All I'm gonna say is,
Oh
hey,
my
dude.
god.
nice
Was
time,
it
That
man.
man
Feet in the
said-
goggles.
Was it feet again?
I'm not
It
gonna
was
confirm
feet.
nor deny.
Hurry
So,
up. We
but-
got a lot we
Yes,
got to
you-
go over.
Yeah, we got a lot we got to talk about, man. It's going to be a great show. I can't wait to talk about the shenanigans. And I played a game this week just because I was interested in it. And it turns out that the developer is a man of culture just like me because there's feet in the game. Yeah. Yeah. Having a great time, boys. Definitely not playing it right now in my classes. All right, let's go.
Thank you. Sheep. What's going on, man?
Yeah, the week's been kind of crazy as I'm hearing it. But I've been doing a lot of reading and working, so I really haven't been paying attention to a lot of it.
Nice.
But
Congrats on your new role,
Mom-
by the way. Isn't
my-
that you in the trailer Stranger Than Heaven? Or no?
If it's a black guy, yeah, sure. But manga of the week, in honor of the late Kenji Oba, one of the greatest to do it in tokusatsu history. We got a tokusatsu twofer.
Oh, nice. I got the one on the
Kamen Rider
left. I don't
and,
have the one on the right.
Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I gotta get that.
Absolutely. Both of these are also done by Shotaro Ishinomori, who is the guy who created both franchises, Kamen
Whoops.
Rider and Super Sentai at the same time. So
Nice.
those are fun to read. Classic art, all of that stuff. It's good. It's good. Pick them up. Rest in peace. One of the best to do it.
Oh yeah. What else you got going on? Anything?
And whatever you see on my streams, Mondays and Wednesdays, Fridays, me and a lady and some other people, we're playing 7 Days to Die, so that's fun to see us yell at each other just to make shit work and not get killed by zombies.
Who dies first? You as the black man or her as the white woman?
Actually, a white woman died first.
Bam. I'd love to see it.
I was gonna say it's more likely to probably be the woman, but you know, not according to Hollywood anyway. Savvy, what do you got going on?
I have a new video dropping on Roblox. I did a deep dive in how they're manipulating everybody and talking about both sides of their face. So it's gonna be dropping, I think, Monday. So make sure to check it out.
Nice. Wizard. What do you got, Wizard?
Hi. I'm the real life fake wizard. I have a quick Kotaku fact.
It's not quick.
It is now time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. Welcome to Kotaku Facts, brought to you by the real-life fake wizard. He's not really a wizard, guys.
All right, this is real quick. We had the Steam control. I don't actually care about the Kotaku element of this. We could just get through this. The Steam controller dropped this week. Some of us got it. Some of us got felted. But apparently the Steam controller will be restocked soon. And Valve has a plan to stop resellers from buying everything up.
Yep.
Guys, are we going to have problems with the Steam machine?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
is it going
absolutely
to be
will.
shitty to try to get it?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
I
Do I
think they
need
might
to-
take the same countermeasures here, though. Personally,
Do I need to
I mean-
preload my account with $800 or whatever the cost is going to be?
If you want it bad,
Oh.
probably.
For
I
the
do.
Steam controller, what they did for the Steam controller is that you have to reserve your spot, and then you get an email, and then you have 72 hours to buy it. So
to respond
it-
to it.
yeah, so I don't think you have to preload your account with $800 to it. I think you just get
Correct.
an
Yeah.
email within 72 hours.
If they
That's
do
what I
what they
did.
did with the Steam Deck, you should be fine just
Mhm.
by itself. Which is why I don't quite understand with the controller. They decided to not do it for the initial launch. I think that's kind of insane because they did it for the Steam Deck. That's usually how they go about it with reservations. First come, first serve. And then the Steam control, they're like, yeah, we forgot. So now they're doing it again and they're adding the reservation. Pretty sure they're going to add the reservation for the Steam machine. If they don't, if you see the announcement and they're like, yeah, it's not a reservation, then maybe you can, think about some extreme measures. But I think it will be, probably. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Do we think it's going to be soon?
Yes.
I'm
I mean,
like,
yeah.
Do we think the Steam machine is going to be soon?
I think
Yes.
so. I mean, I think they're gonna start
Yeah.
soon. If they were smart, they would probably start selling it around like the holiday time. But
They've gotten
yeah.
two massive shipments of consoles. Now, to be
Yeah.
fair,
they're
nobody
gearing
knows
up.
if it's the Steam machine or the headset. We don't know. But all we know, it's not controllers. That's all we know. So,
Okay.
but they've gotten
Awesome.
two huge fucking shipments. So
Major
trying to get all
marketing
three.
push around Summer Games Fest for holiday release.
That would be crazy.
That would be
I think
crazy.
Summer Games Fest this year would probably be pretty big. Because we're hearing rumors about a lot of things, like a news. Although one of them I don't necessarily believe, the new From Software game. Like, why would you announce a new From Software game when your new From Software game hasn't even released yet? Like, why would you announce one and you still have Dustbloods? That is
maybe-
It's only on Switch.
right. So my
Yeah, it's
point
only on
is,
Switch.
like, you're gonna want to get people who are fiending for a new From Software game to want to go buy that on Switch as much as possible. Otherwise, if you announce something that's going to be available everywhere else, those people are less likely to probably buy it on Switch. At least that's my opinion anyway.
What if how long it took them to get Elden Ring out for the Switch? What if they're having problems making this thing run on the Switch and they need more time?
For Elden Ring?
Oh, it took them a long time to get Elden Ring
It did.
totally done.
did.
Yeah, yeah, they announced it a long time ago.
I think
'Cause it runs
Dustbloods,
like shit.
they're probably not forecasting crazy sales on Dustbloods. I think at this point they're probably going to go announce like something else. If the rumor's true, then I can see that aspect. Announce something else to try to get hype on that because they probably don't have the hype on, at least not pre-order hype anyway, on Dustbloods. So I don't know. We'll see. But regardless, you should be fine on the Steam machine. I don't see why it should. Stop fucking coping. It's not happening, people.
Yeah,
Okay.
Half-Life 3. If Half-Life 3 comes out, then I'll gain like an extra 3 inches in height. So
No, you won't.
No,
That's
you
also
won't.
Hey,
cope.
where?
No, you won't.
You will
Guys.
lose height, Kita.
Half-Life 3
told.
will not be announced at anything other than the Game Awards if it were to ever happen. And that's if it even gets announced. I still believe Steam would most likely to troll people because they're crazy fucks. They
Just
probably
drop
shadow
it.
drop that game.
I see. That's kind of why if it ever happens,
be
it'll be a shadow
insane.
drop.
Yeah,
That
I
would
think that
probably
would be the most badass move I think I've ever seen. If you really want to be a dick, shadow drop it next to GTA 6. That would be even more hilarious. But anyway,
That would be amazing.
Wild.
yeah, I would love to see
Let
that.
them
But anyway,
fight.
let them fight. Well, to be fair, Half-Life will lose, but still, let them
Yeah.
fight. Let them fight. Atreus, what do you got going on, man? Auntie? Yo, you got a problem. Stop.
He has a
Stop
problem.
it. You have a problem, bro.
No,
I
no, you
see
don't.
one in the background, bro.
Look, he
I ain't
he
good.
knows he has a problem. That's why he's
Is
so
there one in
upset.
your bed? Is there one in your bed too?
It's
Is
a
that
life
one of your
story.
He's got
Was that-
another one.
Bro, you got a
Let's
problem.
go. Let's go.
Holy shit.
I told
Plastic
you.
crack claims another one. Let's
I
get
literally told him. I said, "Don't start, don't start," because I know we're just leads. And now look, you probably got like 3 more in your cart, don't you?
I got 50 in the cart.
What the fuck you doing with all that, man?
You got 5-0.
To be fair, most of them say out of stock.
Oh my God!
Well,
those are the
there
ones
is
they
no
probably
choice
stopped
for
making.
women.
Yeah.
This, I have a nigga fact.
Oh, you do have a fact today? Okay, that's good. Here we go.
It's time for the Negro fact of the day, you goddamn coons.
Why would I change that clip? It's amazing.
Anyway,
the energy's
yesterday,
accurate. Go ahead. What do you
You
got?
watched New Black Street yesterday, then you know that we talked about Stephon Diggs beating his charges. Now, for those of you who are uncultured, Stephon Diggs is an NFL wide receiver who was accused by his chef, whose cheeks he was beating, by the way. No, she accused him of strangling her over a money dispute. And he beat the case because she's a severe moron. I'm just going to give you a little glimpse of why it is that she lost this case, or she didn't really lose the case, but she failed to get him convicted of any crimes. All right, bro.
I think it's accurate, man.
But I'm just going to give you this little clip, right?
Is there a difference between the text messages that you provided to the Devon police and the text messages that are here?
Yes.
And what is that?
Wait, what?
I deleted bet and pussy, and I'm ruining that bitch life.
That's the only part I wanted to capture. She deleted text messages.
Deleted them.
Yeah, she deleted text messages where she said she sent him saying, "Bet I'm gonna ruin that pussy life." She said that to someone else. I'm just giving you a glimpse of she's an idiot, and that's why she lost. So you think, as a man, right? As a goddamn man, you think that you're relieved. You know, you don't want nothing to do with this woman anymore. She's cooked.
Oh no.
You're disgusted with her, right? Well,
oh no.
Those of you who don't realize Stephon Diggs is a fucking freak. Okay, he's a freak with no control, because this was his response after beating her in court and proving himself innocent. Watch what he does. Hold on. The guy with the cornrows is Stephon Diggs.
He's looking at that ass, boy. Looking at
That's
that ass.
that's the look. That's the look of I'm about to repeat the same mistake twice.
Bro, he said, I gotta get one more glimpse at that ass before I get you up out of here. What type of nigga are you?
I understand it.
Oh God, man.
Oh my gosh, bro.
He's lucky. He's lucky she's retarded.
Bro, no, bro. There are so many clips. I didn't want to waste too much time on the show with bro. She's fucking retarded. She was asked clear yes or no questions, and she kept saying, I don't know how to answer that. After you accused this man of strangling you. Matter of fact, when they asked her how much pain were you in, right? She said, on a scale from 1 to 10, she said 10. They was like, okay, cool. So 6 hours later, you was in here doing a Dougie. They had a video of her dancing. The shit was hilarious.
Oh, I saw the video of her dancing.
Yeah, she was in there. She was in there dancing.
She was rocking and twerking.
Yeah, a few hours after she said she was, mind you, no wounds, no
marks, no nothing,
none of that. So
the most interesting part about this, though, you said you covered it on New Black Street. I'm curious how Katie handled this, considering she doesn't know shit about black people or black culture. Was she just confused the whole time? Like, what was Katie's response?
She was actually a little bit aware of what happened.
Oh,
she actually saw the video. She actually saw the video of her dancing. We didn't even have to play it. So,
oh damn. Well, there you go. That's the fact of the week, man. Check that out. What else you got going on other than being a Gundam crack addict? Anything?
Oh man, just dropping videos and stuff like that. Nothing special. You know what I'm saying? About to crack open another Gundam.
Yeah, thank you.
So we need to help this man. Like I don't know.
I tried. I told him not
intervention.
But like we need to just like cut off his card or something. I don't know.
No, dude, I would much rather he be addicted to this than like coke or something. I'm proud of you, Trey.
No, he's still doing coke.
He's still doing coke on the side.
It's coke and Gundam.
Are you doing coke? Yeah, but see, dude, do some coke off that Gundam box. Do some coke off that Gundam box.
Let's do an unboxing live on stream.
Let's not. Anyway,
no.
Moving on. Jesus fucking Christ, boys. All right, super chats, and then content, because we got a lot we got to talk about. China for the 2. The poll needs Ming flavored tuna. Too redundant. Yeah, a lot of people freaking out about the poll. I don't know if you guys saw the poll.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
What's the poll?
So the poll is you got to choose between nipple flavored peanut butter,
which
booty.
It sounds pretty nice. Not gonna lie.
Booty flavored chicken,
Gross.
Balls flavored ice cream, or
No.
Arcada special toe flavored sausages.
Whose ass though? Whose ass?
Yeah, it depends on the ass though.
It's non-specific. It's just whatever your favorite ass would be.
That could be swamp ass though.
Whatever
So
your
I don't know
favorite
about
ass
that
would
one.
be.
Oh my god.
Well, if it's whatever ass I would want it to be, I mean, serve me up some some Zazie Beats ass or some. No, she don't bathe. Never mind. Hold on.
Yeah, not
Wait,
that,
wait,
not
wait,
that
wait,
one.
wait,
Not
wait,
that
wait,
one. Are you crazy?
Wait.
It's too late. Too late. It's been clipped. It's been
Her
clipped. Too late.
armpit hair is longer than my beard, bro. You talking about that ass? Hell no.
That's nasty. That's
Oh my
nasty.
God.
Anyway, China, thank you for the 2. We got Merv with a 2. Mixtape complete takeover. New Blackstreet doing rap now.
Oh, fuck off.
Close. Dark Knight with a 5. I just got the platinum for Red Dead Redemption today. It's definitely a masterpiece that blends compelling gameplay story telling so seamlessly. That's awesome, man. It's a masterpiece, and it's right next to the other masterpieces like Mixtape. That's great. Mixtape and Red Dead are the same.
I'd rather play Mixtape.
Wow.
All right. At this point, he's gone. Bro.
You gotta start a fucking podcast with Khalif Adams. You know it.
Xavier with the membership.
That's disgusting.
Thank you. Why are we still talking about it? Xavier with the membership. Thank you.
Mixtape.
Melodic Method, 10 memberships. Thank you, my man.
Oh, crazy.
Thank you, guys. We're trying to hit 100 memberships this stream, so let's do our best, man. Banana Bomber Kang with a 189. Half-Life 3 is coming with the Gabe Cube. Yeah, I don't believe that. But if they do that, that would be the most insane move that I've ever seen from a business perspective. Archangelus with a 5. Hi to everyone on the panel, the mods, and everyone in the chat. Hope everybody's doing well today. And LOL, what's with those choices for the poll? I don't know. I just came up with it quickly. I needed something. Paper Ligers 12 months says no time killing software is worth capitulating to the lunacy. Not even Slay the Spire. Thank you, Paper Ligers. I appreciate that. Kratos with a 5. I'm surprised to see a Trace here. Hopefully he won't rage quit the stream randomly. Oh shit.
I did not rage quit last week. I told you what happened.
What happened?
It kind of seemed like a rage quit to a lot of people.
How did it seem? I was enjoying the game. How did it seem like a rage quit?
I don't know, man. Just you kind of disappeared. You didn't say anything.
I got a
phone call that lasted 4 hours of streaming.
No, I was there for 2 hours. I got a phone call, and it was an important phone call.
It was his Gundam dealer.
It was. It was. You're like, hey, man, remember that truck I told you I was going to steal from? We got it.
While you playing, I found out there's a store called that Gundam Place, literally an hour up the road. That's where my shipment's been coming in from. I'm just saying.
So they love you. They're like, oh shit, we got a new crack addict. Is it ran by Asians? It is, right? It is, right?
That's racist, and you know that.
Bro, about to go in there.
But is it accurate though?
Hashtag shirt.
That's racist, and I don't know. I haven't visited yet, but
so you buying up all their stock, but you haven't visited yet.
It's an hour up the road, and I just totaled my car. What do you want?
You know the old Asian lady in the back. She's like, "We got another order from the Brack. We gotta send it to him right now."
Oh my gosh,
crazy. Dizzo Tips with a 199. It's plugged them with Atreus. Gotta catch them all. That's crazy, bro. Dade 404, 7 months. If you want something that feels like Half-Life, try Abiotic Factor. It's good in the added Pokemon. Wow. How is it like Half-Life, but then they added Pokemon? How does that work? I don't have to look that up. Benjamin with a 5. New Blackstreet will become a Midwest emo band like American Football or Sunny Day Real Estate. I hear Bubbles has a nice and dreamy voice like Chino Moreno.
What?
Who is
nice?
You mean Moreno?
I was gonna say, is it Moreno or
I think
is it
it's Moreno because it's a Chino. I would assume Chino Moreno.
So it's Chino Moreno. Okay, that makes sense. I also saw you talking Spanish to Leon last night. I felt so bad. He looked like he was at like he walked into the wrong bar. He's like, wait, this is not the Oyster Bar. What's going on
say
here?
send a $20 super channel. Ask the questions in Spanish just to fuck with it.
I was trying to read the super chats, and it was like speaking fucking Urdu, bro. Like
Zero is 23 months. Imagine they preload Half-Life 3 on the Steam machine. And that's the only way you could get it for the first year. They wouldn't. I don't think they would do that. Like Valve's not that kind of company that would do that.
Hey,
I don't think.
I know that like you're going through the super chats, but I need you to share my screen because this is diabolical, bro.
What am I sharing? Let me see. Hold on.
This is diabolical, bro.
No.
Yep. They did that. They did that to me.
No, please don't.
Yep.
Yes.
No, let me go.
You
Let me
gotta
go
do it
block
on
him right now. No, let me block him right now because I know
They did that to me
Big
and tried to
Baboon's
make me
gonna
play
do
it.
No.
They tried to make me play it.
No, I played it. You all should
No.
play it.
But
Sebby
you're
played
a
it too.
plant. We expect
Yeah,
you to
I
play
played
these
it.
things. God damn
Bullshit.
it. Sebby's a woman. She never makes any sense. So that's fine. Both of you guys, I understand that. You know.
Well, you
Thank
said we were
you.
gonna talk about it.
Eric
so
Jenkins. Fuck you, Eric
I-
Jenkins, but I'll accept it. But I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't believe you did this to me. Limitless Andre. Jesus Christ, bro.
You
Sebby
did say
and I
you
are
were
the
gonna
only ones
talk
that did the
about it.
homework.
Archangelus
You to do it, so.
with the membership. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Panther with a 2. Hypnotics Gundam went. I'm not, bro. I have 3 Gundam metal statues. I'm good. I don't need any more. Fine. Banana Bomber Kang with a
Didn't you
189.
almost buy like a $3,500 Gundam thing at a con once?
No, maybe. No. What it was is there was a booth and they had a massive fucking Gundam statue.
That's what I'm talking
Like
about.
one of the display, statues that they put in front of the booth. Like it's like fucking 9 feet tall and shit.
Yeah. Like the
So I was like,
you were trying to haggle the dude for that, and he was like, "Nah, display only." or
no, I
something.
was just trying to buy it. And he was just like, no, we can't sell it. I was like, the most I'll give you is 3,500. He was like, no, we can't do it. So yeah, that's it. We got the Banana Bomber Kang 199 of the store is Duluth. It's definitely Asian. It's definitely Asian. He wouldn't answer.
Of course he know. Of course he know.
Dark Knight with a 2 says, hey, Atrez, remember your drunk pocket dial?
Pocket dial?
It wasn't a
Yeah, it
pocket
was not a
dial.
pocket
It was
dial.
it was
Are you
it was
with
a
everybody when you were really drunk?
yeah. Vegetin with a 2. Veradank
I thought it was sweet.
played the game, so no one has to. Veradank? Did you mean to say that, or is
I
that
think it's a
accidentally
typo.
funny? That's funny.
Vera Dank is crazy.
Veradank is wild, bro.
I'm definitely putting her name in the thumbnail as that if she come back on New Black Street.
Veradank. That's interesting. We got Alucard with a $1. Don't lie, Hypnotic Atreus was beating down your cheeks, huh?
Hey, yo.
That's crazy. That is extra gay.
Whoa.
Extra gay.
Where is that coming from?
It's from your gay dial that you did the other day. That's
Gay
why.
dial is
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, it got pretty gay towards the end. I'm not gonna lie to you.
If it's any consolation, when you called me and said you were super misogynistic, which I appreciate.
Yeah, you were.
How was I misogynistic?
Dude, because your girl was there and she was all like, "Do you play Fortnite?" And you're like, "Bitch, no one plays Fortnite." And then she's
I
like,
did
"Do you
not
watch
call her a
Shameless?" You're like,
fucking
"Bitch,
bitch,
no one
bro.
watches Shameless."
I did not call her a bitch.
No, you didn't say bitch, but it was the sentiment was there.
Yeah,
I
you,
definitely
you
called
said
her. Ain't
shut
nobody
up.
watching.
You said shut up, woman.
You said what now? You said what now?
Deidre Connick, 5 memberships over on Rumble. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And all right, guys, we're fully caught up, man. Gifted games, let's go, because we got to get into the content, man. Kato, what's this? Of course.
Eric Jenkins gifted me Black Baby. It's like you running at a Foodacon, though I expect you enjoy the con. And
Makes
I guess
sense.
you're a black baby running
Makes
around.
sense.
So thank you, Eric Jenkins. And then
Oh,
No
shit.
Hearts Left gifted me Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Yes! Says, I am a man of my word, even though it was supposed to be Lego Batman, but hope you like it. You incantation of yeast infected smeg.
You better press that accept button real slow.
I was about to decline it. You just disrespected my whole face, but I'll take it. It's fine.
Ooh.
Pause. All right,
Just like you took those headshots, right? In Counter-Strike.
Man, I got better, man. I got better.
Yeah, you want to play?
You want to play?
We'll play. We'll play.
I got to re-download it, but I'm down.
You got to read out. So you got better by somehow playing a game that you didn't even have downloaded.
Yeah, man. I'm a beast.
Yeah, okay. Who else? Wizard, what do you got?
Yeah, from Eric Jenkins.
Bro, that title.
I can't even. I don't want to read the title. I'm just gonna read. You're a man of culture, like all great white men before you. Enjoy. Thank you. I will be declining that. No, no thanks. Oh wait, there's another one. Hold on. No thanks. Hold on. I gotta it just came through. Oh, okay. Here we go. From Eric Jenkins.
Now that's
like
accurate.
Great white in the CIA. I feel you be great at this, and it's cocaine dealer. I will gladly accept that. Thank you, Eric Jenkins.
Cocaine dealer. He's a crazy man, dude.
Oh man. Yo, Valkyria Winter with a 2. Futa time skull. Thank you, Valkyria Winter. I appreciate the 2. And then we got Leon. Go ahead, sir.
First of all, I need to hit him up. Shout out. Thank you, Niet, for Frostpunk Game of the Year edition. Appreciate you, homie.
Ooh.
Shout out to Film Comics Explained. Sub to him if you haven't. And then also coming from No Hearts Left, The Lacerator. Manga of the day is Betrayed by the Hero. I formed a MILF party with his mom and the depravity records of an immortal girl. Look, are these real? I formed a MILF party with his mom.
What the fuck is that? Is that a Gooner game? Like a Gooner horror game?
No, The Lacerator is just, he was just saying this is the manga of the day. Hold on. Betrayed Hero. I formed a MILF party with his mom.
That's his comment.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, no way Sheep has that.
He probably
Shout out to No Hearts Left.
What are you bringing out, Sheep?
No way.
Where did Sheep
has
go?
it.
He went to find it.
He has
Oh
it.
my God,
Wow,
with his
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
And on Mother's Day weekend.
That's fucking crazy.
That was awesome.
Yo.
Oh no.
Why am I not surprised, man?
No
I don't know why I'd
way.
be
I can't
surprised.
believe he just had that.
No Hearts Left says if you're looking for free AI image generator, try Perchance. Atreus is DL Atreus after saying my truth is you, Hypnotic. Yeah, that's where it got gay. That's where I had to hang up on
what he
Atreus.
said?
That's what he said. I don't know how it led up to that. I think I said something about like that's not true. And somehow it got to, well, my truth is you. And I just hung
I
up.
never said nothing like that, bro.
It is absolutely live. You can go watch it if you don't believe me. It is there. I hung up on you immediately after that. Noah Hearts led gifted Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume fucking 2, boys. Let's go.
Hey.
Nice.
That is fucking amazing. They finally made Metal Gear Solid 4 available outside of PlayStation, and I'm excited for that, man. Thank you so much. No Hearts Left. Old man Jang says, yeah, close enough. Gunman Taco Truck. Yeah, that's definitely close enough. I'll take that. Is an action-packed drive across the post-apocalyptic United States to reach the safe haven of Winnipeg. There's no such thing as safe haven in Canada, bro. That's such a lie.
Canada.
Where there are no taco trucks and your family's taco business can thrive. Yeah, because there's a bunch of white liberal psychos up there. Thank you so much.
Or it's like fucking Indian food trucks, like tikka masala trucks or something.
Right. That only exists because the white people want to feel cultured. That's the only reason why. They're like, oh my God, this is so cultured. Look at this. He's making it with his feet. Disgusting. It's like, Brenda, look at this, Brenda. Look at this. He's using his feet. Anyway, guys, I think we're caught up. That's everything? That's everything. Nobody else is sharing anything. All right.
Dude, that we just speed ran intro, super chats, and give the games in 35 minutes. That's a record.
We've never done that before, but I'm telling you, we got a lot we got to talk about, guys. Mixtape. Let's talk about Mixtape, the #1 game in the galaxy. All right, we're not talking about in the country, not in the planet, in the galaxy, boys. We might even go universal at this point. That is how insane this game actually is for the entire world. Now, guys, there's a lot of aspects to this, okay? So what we're going to do is let's start with the actual game and what it is. And then we can kind of dive into like all the fucking nonsense that has been unearthed, I guess you could say, about the game. I'll let Sevi, Leon, whoever wants to take over with that. But all right. So what is Mixtape, right? So Mixtape is a new narrative-driven adventure video game, more so video than a game, but it's still, one of those, Life is Strange kind of games, except there's no actual real gameplay too much.
So sure.
In all actuality, did you guys know that they actually sell a controller with this game, like as part of a deluxe? Yeah,
Does
for
it just have
Mixtape.
one button?
No. Yeah. There's a special
Sure, you
controller
just
for
have
this
only
game.
one button.
This is the controller.
Oh my god! I
Mixtape
didn't
is so
even know
good.
that's where you were going with this when I made the joke. Fuck.
I saw that meme and I'm like, that's fucking amazing. Shout out to whoever made this. But no, in all seriousness, so Mixtape is one of those narrative-driven video games that is meant to just have a bunch of prompts on screen and all that nonsense. And the prompts don't really do anything. It seems kind of just watch along for 95% of the game. Some of us have already played it on the panel. I think Wizard has played it. Sevi has played it. Who else? Kata, did you play it?
Nah, nope.
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't want to. I have to keep reiterating. I don't want to. I quite literally have no desire to play this game.
You know, Kata has feet in it.
I don't want to play this game.
If you get it, will you play it on stream?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wizard, will you play it on stream if you get it?
Wizard, please stop encouraging
Yes or no?
these people.
It doesn't
Yes
matter.
or no question.
Regardless,
That means it's a yes. Gift him the game.
regardless, ladies and gentlemen, the gameplay is fantastic. All right, like a lot of people are saying, this is a 10 out of 10 must-play video game. I mean, it is amazing. Look at this. This is like
I've not heard this with the sound.
This was way longer
with the
than
sound,
they
like
needed
with the
to.
sound effects and everything. This is great. I mean, one of them got braces.
You see the thing that says that's enough. That's how I'm feeling. That's enough.
Notice how the person recording this didn't press that though.
Because there's a trophy for letting it go for 60 seconds.
There's an achievement for letting it go for 60 seconds.
Yes, for doing this minigame for 60 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Absolute fucking cinema.
Imagine wanting to play through that shit again just because you didn't realize there was a trophy for that.
Oh my god, no.
All right. So in all seriousness, those that play the game, have your words. Whoever wants to go for a Savvy Wizard, I don't care. Just let us know about the game, the actual game. Like, how is the game, in all seriousness?
The game sucked. It was basically like a movie. It was you didn't really do much. It was very linear. You don't have a lot of control over the character. It got so boring. You basically are skateboarding for like a good 10 minutes of it, not doing anything. And if you run into traffic, if you try to hit a car, or if you try to jump off a bridge like I did, it'll rewind. Nice. And I got so I got so bored. I was like, this is it. This is my life now. I see a bridge. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm taking that. I was not
This
able.
is my
to.
modus operandi. My magnum opus.
The game did a rewind on me before I was able to do it. So
my magnum opus is to defy gravity, and it never works out.
Yeah. And the entire thing is you go in and you follow three friends as they remember music, and there's just a bunch of music and different music playing on. It's old 90s music, and you're just kind of clicking and just watching. That's it. That's all you're doing the entire time. It gets to be really, really boring. I played, I think, 112 minutes of it, and after that I was like, I'm done. I'm good. I don't.
Now
need
the
this.
game is 3 hours long, right? So 120 minutes. So you basically had about almost 2 hours. So what is your ultimate? I don't know if you want to score it, but was there anything redeeming about it? Let's start there. Anything redeeming whatsoever?
Redeeming? I mean, the music was good, but that's not saying much because it's not their music.
It's all copyright.
I was gonna say, isn't it all licensed music? Like they paid for it.
It's all licensed music. I don't think it qualifies as a game. That's my opinion. It does not qualify as a video game.
Okay. Wizard, what do you think, man? What do you got?
All right, so I've been working on a video script for this all day. I'm going to try and get the video up for tomorrow. The title is Mixtape is Nostalgia Bait for Failures. This game, here's the deal. So, like, Sebi did a good job introducing this game. What you're seeing is what you get. Like, this is the game here. The journalists, the shills, the content creators, everybody is astroturfing this game, saying that it's like, oh my gosh, well, I just feel nostalgic. I feel so like it kicked back to the past after playing this game. Firstly, that is a crock of absolute shit. These characters are entirely unrelatable. They are pretentious fucking idiots. There is no consequences to their actions. They're degenerates. Like, that's a very big deal of how degenerate they are. And if you would like, I'm sharing my screen here. I would just like to play this one scene. This is towards the end of the game, and to cue this up, one of the characters here that I'll play in a second. Her father is a cop. The father is putting her through college. The father is upset that the daughter is turning into a delinquent with the friends. He knows that she's smoking the weed and going and partying and doing degenerate shit. And the dad recently said, you're grounded. You're not allowed to do this stuff anymore. Here is the climax of how this whole thing plays out. This is the end for this character. What you just saw explode is a firework hit a house in the woods and arson. Arson has just happened, but hang on, it gets great.
I want you to understand, this ain't a catastrophe. It's a warning. Daddy, if you trap me here, this will only be the beginnings of my wicked ways. Because I'm angry and I'm wired and I'm fixing for a whole lot of trouble. If you make me stay here, I'm gonna burn the whole fucking place down.
Pause it.
Yeah, man.
So wait a second.
Yeah,
wait a second. Wait. The entire Hold on. I need to understand. No.
Yeah, man. It's as bad as everyone says.
No.
It is that bad.
Is this real? Like, is this a dream sequence?
Wait,
like,
it's not over.
No,
It's over. No. Time out.
No, wait.
No, genuinely, no.
Just wait. Just give it a second.
Patrol cars up and down this road. Get out of here. Go on. Back the way you came.
And
What?
What?
Well, I guess we have ourselves an understanding.
No.
Stop. Please shut up, bro. That's no way. So wait. So she just threatened her father
with arson,
war crimes, and
yes.
he said, "Yeah, okay,"
and terrorism.
You got it.
Yes.
And
all the people that are online right now.
Come on, bro.
I need an understanding. One of the main talking points online right now by all the people praising this game is how this game made them see themselves throughout the entire game and how it's nostalgic and all. So are all you fucking criminals? Like, did all of you fucking threaten your fathers with arson or like what the fuck is this, bro?
Context in this. There's no way that there's more context.
No. This is earlier in the game, and I have to be careful. I can't really play any because there really is. This game is just loaded with licensed music. I'm so happy this scene isn't.
Which I feel like they did on purpose, by the way. But anyway,
this is an unstreamable game. Like, you can't stream this without getting copyright claimed. I don't think you get struck, but everybody is gonna get claimed at the end of it. So this is absolutely insane. This is real. The context is they had a big fight. She was almost arrested for public intoxication about 20 minutes before this, to which her friend was arrested instead. They broke the friend out of the cop car. Fast forward to this now where he cucks himself, and she's allowed to be an asshole. This is a pretentious sack of shit game for fucking losers who peaked in high school.
You know what this is?
People,
Wizard?
What?
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you know what this really is? This is a youthful, rebellious story, right? That is written by people that never experienced any of this. This entire thing is a fan fiction in the mind of some 40-year-old fucking weirdo who wants to relive their youth through this game and pretend like all of this happened in the 90s.
It's funny you say that because I actually have a video interview with the devs pretty much confirming that.
So
Well,
shout out to
I
Seb
look
for
forward, I look
finding
forward
it.
to seeing that. Anyway, Wizard, go ahead. I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ. Like, oh,
Let
God.
Wizard speak. Let
there's-
Wizard speak. Let Wizard speak. Hold on. Go ahead.
So the whole thing is it's 3 hours long, top to bottom. So it's 30 songs. Sevi was right. All you do is you engage in these kind of like tiny mini games with really bad controls. It is not it's not even an optimized game. If you're drifting into that car Sevi was talking about, trying to course correct is not even going to work. This is a poorly optimized game. And there is a virtual. I'm looking forward to you guys going through and breaking down the research on it, because I know you guys have been doing it. It is an impossibility that this game should be a 10 out of 10. Now, what I will say in the slightest defense, because Hypno asked, is there any defense to
Right.
this?
Is there any redeeming qualities for Wizard? Yeah.
This is art because it's not done. So hear me out. You could tell there's no AI. And the entire point of this is to evoke an emotion from whoever's experiencing, from whoever's playing it. Mission accomplished. But the big thing I just want to like really hit home, because people are saying, oh, well, it's art argument. Art can still be dog shit and still be art.
Well,
So
I
this
like
is
that you
art.
highlighted there's no AI, because it's like, you're right, AI would have done a better job.
It would have done possibly a better job, maybe. The characters in this deserve the worst. They literally unironically say the classic line, which we're gonna live forever, and it's not played off as a joke. And it should be. There's plenty of moments in this where the characters should get their asses beat. They should get reality checked. But the problem is they want you to think that these idiot teenagers are correct about their pretentious perceptions on the world. This game should be ridiculed. It should be shamed. Anybody who's advocating for it is bought and paid off, or they want to be bought and paid off. It is purely manipulative. This is an indictment against gaming, because if they are the only thing I could speculate is that if they're propping this up, it's because they want to make more of this shit, and we need to like call this shit out and downplay it. This is nostalgia bait for fucking losers. If you play this game and you feel nostalgia for the characters, you feel nostalgia for going back to, you are a fucking loser and you should be ashamed.
Here's what I'll say. The whole like nostalgia bait thing, Kate is losing it. The whole nostalgia bait thing is I feel like it's a bit extreme, because the way people are talking about this, it's like, brother, you really mean to tell me? Kata, relax. It's okay. I see your screen. I see your screen. I see.
I thought about not that. I thought about Khalif Adams like praising the game. Like,
oh no, we're gonna get to all that. We're gonna get to all that.
It makes sense. Okay, all right.
It makes you wonder. Like, first off, if you see yourself, if this is nostalgic for you or whatever, I'm sure there are parts in there. They probably are like 90s nostalgia. Like, I saw some of the song selections. I saw like the cassette tapes and all that. Like, whatever, fine. But at the end of the day, you really mean to tell me that this is the first time you ever felt nostalgic for the 90s and anything that's come out since the 90s? Like, what the fuck?
Well,
like,
no, hold on. But it goes beyond that, because think about it. If they're feeling nostalgic for all this, we've been told that prior to 2012, black people weren't allowed to do shit and women weren't allowed to do shit. So they're actually nostalgic for a time when white dudes ran everything.
kind of ironic, because there's no main black characters, it seems like, in this game. Is there?
There are.
I haven't seen any. Yeah. So
there aren't.
Kind of hilarious when you think about it. Where does this game take place? Really quick. Sheep, really quick. Where does this game take place? In West Coast, East Coast?
One of the characters going to New York, and it takes place in 1999. So it's supposed to be like a kind of a smallish town, city, US. It's a suburbia USA from 99.
Why does every coming of age story have a character that's going to New York? Why is that? Like, whenever they make these games, there's always a fucking character w's like, yeah, I'm going to. It's like a dream or something.
Because in 1999, New York wasn't a commie Muslim infested shithole yet.
That's true, but saying it's ironic because all the journos a lot of them are from New York. Anyway, Sheep, what were you going to say?
Well, to answer that question you just asked, is because the Twin Towers are still up, but also,
true.
The one thing that a lot of people are missing here, as far as, because I'm looking at this whole thing, I don't like, the art is whatever, that's subjective, blah blah, so on and so forth. Any good man would look at their daughter and then like in that same bit, it'll cut to the father arriving home, and mother's like, "Where's our daughter?" And then dad goes, "I'll explain later, but we got to try again."
Oh shit!
We gotta try again.
Listen, at that point in time, you are a fucking criminal. You just committed arson in front of me. I'm not gonna curtail my fucking job because because you're my daughter or something. No, go fuck yourself. You're a criminal.
And so they're hugging here because the girl in the middle just broke out from being grounded to go meet up with them at the house that they're going to burn down later. But if I jump ahead by literally 5 minutes, the two of them get into an argument because like she's being an asshole. This girl here is a narcissistic asshole.
Oh, the one that looks like Hunter Schafer.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I will say at least the writing for this game's women seems accurate.
Yeah, fair.
Almost like telling on themselves a little bit.
I don't understand. I mean, look, you play a game. I'm trying to think of another good example, but you could play Star Wars. You could play a Star Wars game and feel nostalgia for the Star Wars movies, right? Most people didn't live this. You couldn't have lived this,
right?
Because this is bullshit. It's this. Anybody who's claiming like nostalgia from this is the same fucking people that bought the $600-$700 Pokemon Lego set, right? That is the best example.
So you?
I didn't buy it.
I'm sorry.
I don't even. The only thing I even have here is a fidget spinner. That's all I have.
That's really good.
I got no Pokemon here.
You're right though.
It's the same. It's fake. It's artificial. If you think about it, you read the reviews, and even in the reviews, that are giving it a 10 out of 10. Oh, I'm having this is making me feel nostalgia for something I didn't experience. There's the dude who's the dude that holds the CD and he has the mic on the seat on like the PlayStation.
Black Thanos.
He said the same thing. He's like, I feel nostalgia for these guys, but I don't have the same experiences. I don't see myself in these characters.
Well, yeah,
because nobody can. Because nobody is actually a rebellious terrorist like these characters are. There's a whole sequence where she gets pissed off, where the lead girl gets pissed off and drives around on the skateboard, giving the finger to people and explodes cars.
Can I interject?
Yes.
Please.
I'm so glad you brought up not being able to see yourself in this game. Because I hate these niggas. I'm gonna share my screen really quick.
Damn,
I am so sick of niggas. I am so sick of niggas in the video game industry. You niggas have no creativity, no desire to create anything. So much so that this is all you can do. Share my goddamn screen. Look at this bullshit. Okay, hear me out, SpongeBob. Mixtape 2.
I saw that, yeah.
Look at this bullshit, bro.
I saw that. That was funny.
Like,
what?
Nigga, that's where the second.
That's where the first game ends. Look who's there. Look who's in the comments.
Sugar Bear fucking Adams.
Look at that. No. Click on that picture right there in the comment. Click on that picture right there.
This is a screenshot. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about the one in your comments right there on the right side. That right there.
Oh,
look, I made this. You made this. I made this. That's what they do. That's what they do. This is all you do. You have no creativity and you know nothing more than just your skin color. So every time you see something, it has to be fucking black because you can't create your own shit.
I say this all the time. It's either going to be black something or it's going to be trap something.
Yeah.
Black museum. Okay. Black motorhome. Okay. Black lake. Trap house. Trap apartment. Trap restaurant. Trap shoes. Nigga. Trap door.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, Atreus just wants to see himself in Mixtape.
Yeah, that's what
So,
I hear. I hear it
let's
needs
talk-
to be a DLC with Atreus.
Let's talk about the responses. So, I mean, people are just, they're losing it, right? And it's interesting with video games like this that are supposed to, like Wizard said, spark an emotion. It's very clear that it has succeeded in that regard, and it's sparked emotions that are on completely opposite sides. And you're going to have the typical defenders come out. But there are some people that aren't the typical defenders that are actually defending this game, potentially saying that, you know, they felt very nostalgic, whatever, which is fine. Listen, you play the game, you like the game. If you genuinely liked it, it's fine. Like if I see somebody saying
it's not. No, if you
it is. It
play
really
this, you genuinely liked it, you're a fucking idiot. But go on.
No, it's fine. Like again, not every game's gonna be made for me. Like I get that, but like if
some
it's
games
if it's
shouldn't
somebody,
be made though. I get that you're trying to be all like nice, but hey, people can play the things that no. It's just like, for example, if you buy Furbies, you're a fucking idiot. If you buy Beanie Babies, you're a
but
fucking idiot.
it doesn't mean that I don't believe that, but I'm just saying it's fine. Like saying it's fine doesn't mean that I don't believe what you're saying. I'm just saying like they whatever you want to do, that's fine. But like I said, I was gonna say I'm more likely to believe it if it's somebody who just, you know, doesn't take like the promotion stuff. Like you guys saw the care package thing going around and everything.
Oh,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that
yeah.
in a second. Oh, you didn't see the trailers? All right, we'll get to it in a second. But in any case, there are people out there that are defending this game as if it's like, I don't know. I don't really know what to say. Anyway, no Twitter. I'm not interested in seeing the tweets dunking on Mixtape, especially when the majority of said tweets are seemingly people that are mad it's been scored highly by certain outlets for resonating with them. A game getting a 10 out of 10 doesn't mean it's for everyone. It's the last sentence that I really want to focus on.
That's
because
bullshit,
the thing is, the gaming media right now that is artificially pushing this game, and it is artificial. There's no doubt about it. This thing is inorganic as fuck.
We have
like,
proof.
I was talking to everybody, and I'm like, dude, I kept thinking about it at home. I'm like, this fucking game, there is something about this situation is making my fucking spidey senses go inside. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. I didn't have time today to do it myself because I was out all day. But there's something about this fucking game that's making me just say, like, there is something weird going on. I think it's because what?
It's because we know that these motherfuckers want so bad.
Is he cooked?
You said they were not so bad. Did you say they weren't so
You
bad?
just froze. You just froze. Say it again.
He froze so bad.
Am I?
You're
here?
good now. You're good now.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're good
No,
now. Sorry.
Is that they want so bad to be Hollywood. So like they want to be respected like Hollywood so bad. So to make a game like this where it doesn't require any skill whatsoever, and I can control the narrative. No, you can't. Actually, you can't control the narrative. Never mind. I was, but yeah, though, where you don't have to showcase any skills whatsoever. You're just telling the story. Yeah, we would love to be able to sell a bunch of games like this because it doesn't require any thought or any skills. So yeah, I mean that's
you know what? It's funny you say that. One thing about this game that really upsets me, from what I've seen about the game so far, is that it makes other narrative-driven experiences that actually do take skill and do take thought behind them look worse by existing in the same space as them. Because games like Heavy Rain, games like Detroit Become Human, all those games that have insane levels of branching paths. I don't even know if you've ever seen, at the end of every single Detroit Become Human level, they show you every choice you could have made, every choice that could have happened, every choice that you did, like everything, all labeled out on a schizo board. And it's insane how much depth is in the game and how many branches you could make in that game, all based on your decisions and your inputs as you're going through the game. Whereas this game is trying to be in the same space and somehow claim it's superior amongst all of them by doing almost none of that. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, what I was going to say before is that people are defending this game, and I think it's the defense that's making me think that there's something more to this, because the defense is so egregious, it is so obvious, and it is so obscene. Like it is above and beyond the normal, right? We know Shills are going to show, right? We know that, right? We see it all the time. We see them do the whole hashtag ad. You know, we got our free controllers, we got our collector's boxes, whatever. But this is above that. Like, we're talking about everybody saying this game is a masterpiece. And the reason why I'm using that word is because they're all using that word. It's a script. It's a script. And it's so obviously that it's a fucking script. And they're trying to sit there and be like, yeah, no, this is organic. We just all love it.
It's equivalent of, you remember seeing that thing going around post-COVID or during COVID with all the news channels saying the exact same thing at the same time?
Correct. Yeah, where they clipped it all together in a compilation.
Equivalent of that.
Yes, you're right.
Exactly.
Where if you put, I fucking guarantee you, if somebody has the time, it doesn't take a lot of time. But if you were to clip every single video of every single mainstream gaming outlet talking about this game, you're going to have the same exact moment that right there, where they're all going to be saying almost word for word the same fucking thing. And I think that is why my spidey senses are going crazy. So on top of the fact that it's Annapurna, I already know about Annapurna. I get it. Nepo baby. I understand. We'll get into that. But this thing is extremely artificial. Everybody's saying it's a 10 out of 10. And
Judge
in my
Magister,
mind,
what's that? Judge Magister in the comments says they did the same thing with Veilguard. No,
no, they didn't.
No.
I get why you would say that because Veilguard was astroturfed. But there was dissent even among some of the journalists.
There
you have
was.
to understand with every single outlet has given this nothing shy of a 9, and they're all using the exact same terminology. It actually
most are 10 out of 10.
Most are a 10 out of 10. I saw a couple 9s. That's why I said nothing less than a 9. The dialogue around this game, it is making Veilguard look like it was actual journalism.
No, I'm not. Yeah, go ahead, Wizard. Go ahead. Yep.
No, real quick. I just realized this game's story wouldn't work as a short film. It wouldn't work as a film. It wouldn't work in any possible way other than this type of game. And it was something that Atreus said that made me realize that there is no, it is a fixed narrative that you barely engage with.
Yeah.
You just push the buttons and the characters are entirely unlikable that you want the thing that would have made this more interesting is if there was a tsunami that took out the entire town in the third act. That would have been
so Life is Strange.
Yeah, something had to happen to take these characters out in brutal ways. That might have made it better. You actively wish the worst for these pieces of shit. But this story would not have worked in any other medium than in gaming. And when you think about it through that lens, and the fact there's no gameplay, I don't know. I don't know why ship this and why I can't comprehend why this is the game that everyone wants to die on. Even High Guard wasn't astroturfed as much as this game is, and that one was.
It's not even close. I'm telling you, it's not even close. The level of push this game is getting, it's a fucking $17, whatever dollar game. Brother, this shit is insane. Let me show you something really quick. This will kind of lead into
that up. Just to add to what Wizard's saying. Wizard, I actually don't know if you were part of the show yet last year when we were doing Summer Game Fest or not, but we were covering Summer Game Fest live. This game was shown off then. We were all dogging on it and roasting on it then. So when we were in the group chat earlier talking some ridiculous shit, I was like, why does everyone seem surprised? The wrong word, but we were dunking on this shit a year ago. Do you guys not remember? And I was like, dude, I don't remember this at all. That's how forgettable this is.
I didn't. I still don't. I don't.
Lost Records. Life is Strange, Duskborn. There's a typing here on these types of games. It's we have Concord in live service games, but this is a whole nother type of game of bullshit.
Yeah, and I see people in the chat that what Veilguard was. The guys, you don't understand. Veilguard, absolutely was astroturf, of course. It was very obvious. It was selectively astroturf by some of the major outlets, but there was still other outlets that were saying this is garbage. This is absolute fucking trash. And some of them were right in the middle. Some of them 6, 7, or whatever. This is not a Dragon Age game. There was even some people online, the typical accounts that show for everything. They're like, yeah, this is really not it. Or at the very least, they were pulling their punches, but still not exactly going all in. This game's got everybody going all in. Everybody's going all in. And it's not even just going all in because Dragon Age Veilguard got a 9. This fucking game got a 10. So this game is supposed to be better than Veilguard in the eyes of people that thought Veilguard was amazing. So it just goes to show. But anyway,
Veilguard, I'm on Eurogamer right now. Eurogamer gave Veilguard a 7. And they agree with the aggregate of it being a 60 out of 100, which would be, the aggregate made it a 6 out of 10. So you've got Eurogamer, which is another just trash outlet, giving this game, or giving Veilguard between a 6 and a 7. Now let me take a look and see what Eurogamer gave this Mixtape.
Did they review it?
I'm not actually.
I don't know if they did review it.
I don't see. Yeah, Eurogamer having reviewed Mixtape yet. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the point is, Eurogamer major outlet gave Veilguard 6 and a 7.
Yeah, 6, 7 meme. I see you guys in the chat, motherfuckers. I see you. Anyway, so Destin said the following, and Destin definitely, again, former IGN, right? So I understand it's kind of hard to leave the roost sometimes, but in any case. He says, wild thought. If you like Mixtape, that's cool. If you didn't like Mixtape, that's fine too. A bunch of drama about a $19 game on Game Pass, LOL. Here's the problem when people say things like this, okay? Because this is not just your regular drama, right? This is not even drama, in my opinion. What this is an organic reaction to people realizing that there is a mass amount of the industry that's completely full of shit. It's very similar to what happened to original Gamergate, which is how it all started. Because when people see these things and you constantly have these companies trying to pretend as if they're the ones they're supposed to be listening to, they're the same companies that have journalists and everybody in between that are actively on social media saying that XYZ YouTuber's a grifter. You should not be listening to them. They're only in it for money. And these people are trying to tell you that this fucking indie game is better than anything that's come out in the last 5 to 10 years. That it's a masterpiece. That word has meaning. Masterpiece has meaning. And to call this game a masterpiece is fucking insulting. So when people see that, they're like, yeah, it's not about liking the game or not liking the game, because you see these kind of games come, they're like a dime a dozen. They happen all the time. If you look on Steam, you're going to see a million of games like these. It's the fact that everybody chose this, and they chose it for a reason. Whatever that reason may be, we're about to find out. But they chose this game for a reason, and it's obvious that it's a choice, because now they're all saying exactly what I said they were going to say, which I think I said it like a few hours ago. I was like, this is going to be sweeping the Game Awards. I guarantee you they're going to be voting
so you bring up
voting for this like crazy.
Games, you bring up how these games are dime a dozen and whatnot, which makes you, hey, why is it this one? That's why I brought up the fact that this was released. This got a full trailer, a full this wasn't like part of the Summer Games Fest indie showcase. It was part of the main Summer Game Fest showcase last year. So even though these games are dime a dozen, for whatever reason, last year this one was the one chosen to be promoted. Now when we go into the financials and whatnot,
money,
you guys are going to see why. But needless to say, like that is the reason they need to cap this game, because it got so much press as part of in terms of the presentation junket, whatever you want to call it, what the Game Awards are, or not the Game Awards, Summer Games Fest. They, even though there's dime a dozen versions of games like this everywhere, this one has to succeed because of everything that went into the last year of lead up to it.
Yeah. I think this is downplaying the overall argument, like always, right? Because they're trying to. There are a lot of people that try to downplay the argument. Try to. I don't know if that's what he's trying to do here, but it seems like it. Downplay the argument and make it seem as if it's just regular drama over a $20 game or whatever. That's not what's happening, guys. Do you realize that as the gamers, right? As people that actually play video games, for everybody to sit here and to see a gaming establishment give a 10 out of 10 masterpiece score to a game like this, and then give you all the reasons why, they're all bullshit reasons, by the way, all the reasons why Crimson Desert has to be a 6. Like it has to be a 6, right? Or why Stellar Blade has to be a 7 or whatever it was, or whatever fucking games. Like they literally sit there. You had somebody complain about Crimson Desert essentially being too difficult, the boss battles being too hard, and nerfing the game score because of it, amongst other things that were inherently part of the game, and the journalists had a problem with this, so they decided to hit the game hard. Meanwhile, this game is perfection, 10 out of 10, 3-hour campaign. It's a movie. It's not even a video game. Like, you guys are feeding into the meme at this point. So when people look at that and they see video games like Crimson Desert or other video games, because this game is scoring higher than some other games that aren't even Crimson Desert. What did they give Resident Evil 9? What did they give that game?
I think they gave it a 9.
They give it a 9, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so this game is better than fucking Resident Evil 9? I know how much you hate Resident Evil 9, but which game would you rather play?
No contest. Like, I've been railing against Resident Evil 9 for about a year now, and I would still absolutely rather play that than this. I've played 3 playthroughs of Resident Evil 9. I'm not going to touch this.
Right.
Well,
good.
I think on New Black Street we had the perfect litmus test for this, quite frankly, and that was take us out of it. Take all the grifters out, take all the schemers out, the Twitter, the York Torches, the J Della backholes, take all of us out of it, right? And then just take this video game to your local barbershop and see what fucking reaction you get. just put it on the screen. It don't matter what culture, Hispanics, blacks, fuck it, nigga. Take it to Great Clips. And I want you to put it on the screen and tell me what fucking
reaction. Why do I feel
get?
attacked even though I haven't had a haircut in like 6 years? Like,
funny you say that, because there is a visual representation of that I can show you what that looks like, right? So if you see here on this post, on the left side, you have games that the media tried to tell you were masterpieces. Like you got to buy them. They're amazing. Don't listen to the grifters. They're nobody. They're whatever. Right? They're not gamers. They're not whatever. Right? The number one being obviously Marathon and Dragon Age Guard. When you have Last of Us Part 2, probably specifically. Although I feel like they really shouldn't use this because it's whatever. This is old on Steam already. Concord, yep, and then Mixtape, and then on the right, just some examples that came out recently on Steam. And Stellar Blade was already a year plus old by the time it came out on PC, and it did better than PlayStation. But just to give you like a visual representation of the difference between the two, and even at the lowest, Mouse PI for Hire is still almost 14,000 concurrent players on its own with little to no
14,000 from an actual indie game compared to, let's say, Concord not even hitting 700, which had major backing from Sony.
Right. I want you guys to understand. Actually, the bottom two is perfect. We could just talk about the bottom two. Yeah. Concord had all the backing in the world from Sony, everything imaginable. I mean, the money was endless. There was no limit. You have Mixtape that has Annapurna behind it, a fucking billionaire, right? Billionaire
and
Nepo
Epic
baby.
Games. And
Epic Games behind it, Microsoft Game Pass, like everything behind it. The Game Awards show behind it. Every single media outlet shilling for it. Everybody promoting the. I mean, when we're talking about advertising, it doesn't get better than that. At least from the mainstream aspect, you had everybody, and I'm sorry, you have everybody pushing this game, not had, and it's at 2,200. It'll probably go up a little bit because it's the weekend. Mouse PI for Hire only had viral marketing on social media. That was it. Like they had to go viral in marketing. Otherwise, they really didn't get any promotion from anybody whatsoever, and it hit 14,000 concurrent players. At the same time, by the way, as Crimson Desert, I believe, releasing, right? Didn't they release at the same time or was close? Which game did it release side by side next to?
Pragmata.
Pragmata, not Crimson Desert. I'm sorry. Pragmata.
And
Windrose. Yeah. So this game did 14,000 releasing next to Pragmata and Windrose, and Mixtape releasing next to nobody with all the backing in the world gets 2,200.
Yeah.
So something is weird here. Right? Something is weird here because if these people that claim to have the real audiences, that claim to be the real voices for whatever the fuck they want to, the people that claim to be the industry and their golden child only gets 2,200, that is the measure of their resolve. That is how far their reach actually goes.
There are more of us.
Just think about that for a second. Right? So anyway.
Well, I just think it's the fact that they think you're stupid, bro. Because like we quite literally see every single one.
Most people
do
are
and say the same, but everybody's literally saying the exact same thing. Like everybody that's like an actual gamer is like, this doesn't look appealing to me. What do you mean? This is like the best game you've ever played.
When I say people are stupid, I agree with you there. When I say people are stupid, most people believe that this is an indie game. Most people don't realize there is multi-millions behind
major backing,
major backers. So I say like, even regular ass gamers will look at this, look at the $17.99 price tag, look at the art style, and be like, "Oh, indie game that's just blowing up and whatnot." So yeah, most people are stupid.
Because
Atreus, look at this real quick. Atreus, look at this because you didn't see this yet.
I don't know if he's here. Oh, he's here.
Got this, by the way. Every single one that's out there.
Atreus is really hoping it's a Gundam in that box. I'm just saying.
Everyone that's out there talking about this game's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, whatever. Like they all got this.
Real quick.
What? Sheep? Yeah.
People, stop using fucking knives to open your boxes. Just use a box cutter because you use a knife, you're gonna jam.
Use your fucking keys like I do.
Moving
Don't
on.
do that either.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about this. When we were digging into all the financial shit, I didn't think about looking into the sponsorships and things like Wing Pop and Tet Deck.
Think about how much money all this costs. They think about it. Look at
expensive as fuck
per fucking creator, and I would almost bet that over 1,000 of these got sent out. I would have bet money, probably even more than that, because for this game to have 2,000 some odd concurrent players. I know of some content creators that are playing this for content, obviously, right? Like I think Veridoc's playing this for content, and obviously to review it and stuff like that. So out of that, probably like 100 or 200 are actually genuinely, playing it and reviewing it. They weren't paid to do so, but there is a lot of journalists, a lot of active media show content creators. They're all out there. They're all getting this. They've all posted videos like, "Thank you for sending this." Anyway. finish this up.
Like, wait, before
And
you
you
do,
It's almost done. It's almost done. It's almost done. Like they sent him a fucking CD player, bro.
And the custom headphones. Like this is this is custom to the game. Those are all custom.
Yeah.
That's what she wears in the game.
Yeah.
like that
So-
goes back to Leon's point that a bunch of people really think this is an indie game. There's no fucking way you're going to be able to put out this kind of like goodie
Because-
basket kit. pretty
Because
much.
if you think about it, all they do is they just go ahead and ask Grok, well, who made this? And they'll look at it, well, how many employees does it have? And Grok or ChatGPT will tell them, oh, this is a small company. It only has 12 employees. If
Right.
you go to LinkedIn, you go look at their company's website. It makes it look like, again, they only have like 12, 15 employees. So they're gonna come out and they're not gonna actually try to dig it up. They're not gonna go anything further than that. And they're gonna say, yep, this is an indie game that apparently is so good. It has so much backing, and
Well,
they don't really care to look.
Before we get into that, we'll do a couple more reactions from the mainstream, press or whatever, and then
Please
we'll
bring
kind of
it
go
up.
from
There
there.
it is. There he is.
My
There's
thoughts on
Petlo.
why Mixtape is one of the best games of this generation, why it resonates with me and might not for others, and why it makes me yearn for more of these stories from other perspectives. Heart emoji, specifically black fist emoji, right? Because you have
I
to.
know why it resonates with him.
This is 9 minutes. I'm not watching this shit. Tell me, give me the.
I
give me
didn't watch the whole thing.
No,
either,
we
'cause
should
he
watch
started-
a little bit. We should watch a little bit.
I'll watch a little bit. I'm not watching the whole
I
thing.
just wanted to jump into the conversation around Mixtape. I've seen so many takes this
This nigga's
week.
so gay. I can't
First of all, I just want to say I was right. Second of all, I was right. Third, man,
What does he mean? He was right. What did he promote this game before?
No.
or something?
Pause it.
I did pause it.
It's paused.
Oh.
He's like, pause it. He's not talking, brother.
No, this nigga, you fucking morons got to stop doing this goofy ass shit where you feel like just because you know what we're gonna say, it means you're right. That's like being in fucking traffic, knowing that the light is gonna turn red, and then when it turned red and you stop, see, I told you it was gonna turn red. You fucking dumb motherfucker, you wasn't right about shit.
But
It's obvious.
is that what he's referencing though? Like, is he referencing the reaction
he
around it?
literally just said I knew what he said. I predicted so many takes on this game. Yeah, you fucking bozo, because you knew it's not a fucking game.
Okay, I must have tuned him out. Sorry, my bad.
This game is really, really good. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. This is probably one of the best.
Hold on. Watch his eyes when he does that.
First of all, I just want to say I was right. Second of all, I was right.
Who's he looking
Third,
at?
man.
He's looking to the right side of his brain.
And this game is really, really good. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. This is probably one of the best games I've played this generation in an actual way. Like,
do you think he's rage baiting?
No.
No.
You know
Look
who
at what
this
he's
is.
wearing.
The rage
What
bait.
he's-
Like,
you
there
know
are
who
people
this
out
is.
there-
What he's wearing. He look at.
Well,
the,
I know he's
Project
I
Helix
know
hoodie.
I know him and Paris. I know him and Paris are like Xbox. I know that. Like they're heavily like in the pockets of Xbox. Whatever. I don't care. But that it's a Project Helix hoodie. Yeah, of course. Right. Like paid advertisement. Too bad it's reversed. But anyway,
this hits so many different levels, especially as a 80s and 90s kid that I feel were so good when I first got a chance to check it out.
do you guys realize how this completely destroys the narrative they've been trying to convince you of for the last 5 to 10 years, that in order for people to have good experiences in video games, they have to see themselves? Because this guy is talking how amazing this game is and how this is a fantastic game, fantastic story, whatever. None of the main characters are black. So how are you able to connect with that? I don't understand. It goes against your complete conversations that you've been having for the last few years about how you need to see yourself in order to be able to connect. Otherwise, you can't.
I don't know about
What?
none of that. I'm still stuck on him saying he's an 80s and 90s kid with all that gray in his beard. Is he mean like 1880s?
Oh, shit. Atreus, go ahead. Hurry up. Go ahead.
Where the fuck is the Gaming While Black documentary, nigga?
Oh, no, that's not happening,
I
brother. They just-
donated that. I wanted to see it happen.
I forgot all about
Ironically,
that. Where is that?
he donated to it too. Booty Adams donated to it too. I think he donated like $1,500. But I mean, technically, they're probably together anyway, so he
I
just
didn't
donated
realize
to
it took
himself.
food stamps.
Okay, I didn't say that. You said that.
At Summer Games Fest last year, and was thinking, this may be.
Oh, so it was at Summer Games Fest last year. You're right, Leon. I must have
Bro,
totally fucking blanked on it.
We were on the same stream, right?
While doing the Summer Games Fest coverage.
I must have blanked on it, bro.
I completely forgot about this game, dude. Like, we were on that stream.
I've been waiting for this game ever since Summer Games Fest because it was the worst game shown off in all the Summer Games Fest last year. It stuck in my mental. So the fact that none of you guys remembered it was blowing my mind. It's like I felt gaslit, homie. I was like,
no, I'm not gaslighting you. I really didn't remember. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
I was gonna go back to your streams for that we did last year, and then I was like, oh wait, he deleted all of his old SNH streams. So I was like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I only have the recent season up right now of SNH and Hypnocast. Otherwise, yeah, I could go back. I have them. I could go back. I could.
Generational game in terms of the way that it is translating a very, very distinct experience that is universal into a game
it's
format.
Fucking not.
Wait, how the fuck is a story about 3 white people universal? You've been telling me about it the entire time.
It's three degenerate,
arson. Don't forget, an arson.
assholes.
The story about arson and setting everything on fire apparently is generational.
Brother,
I will say I can kind of relate to that.
I'm going to burn it all down.
Kids go through or at least young boys go through a let's see everything we can burn kind of phase. So
they have been convincing us. All right, not convincing, but they've been trying to convince us for fucking years that there needs to be more diverse stories or whatever, that the white perspective is not the only perspective. And now this story about 3 white kids is universal? How is that
the white
possible?
perspective is absolutely the best perspective. But like, that's,
just remember, look at his hoodie, man. Look at that hoodie.
Universal.
I just
no.
It's
an Xbox hoodie.
I know
it
that.
is.
No, who the
it's
fuck
Project
else would
Helix,
have
yeah.
a Project Helix hoodie other than somebody who's working with Xbox? And this game is tied to Game Pass, and it's the first big Game Pass game with Asha Sharma as CEO, where they're trying to get people to sign up. What's the price of the game?
That earlier, and I meant to bring this up to you. But I'll just say it now. This game was being pushed from ever since last year, Summer Games Fest, well before she was CEO. So I don't actually know that this is something that I would imagine this is something that's been in the pipeline for so long that she just didn't have any correlation to it.
I just remembered why I stopped watching this guy's stuff. I haven't for like a year and a half. It's fucking stupid. I don't
for a lot of different people. So I've seen, I'm not going to go into the details of why I think the game is so good. Besides, the music is fantastic.
Why not?
The art style is
why not? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I don't. Why do they do this all the time? Why do they do this? They talk amazing about a video
make Wizard
game.
big.
That's crazy.
I would go into all this stuff, but
Trey is the only dude to step into a Lego.
I can't stand it.
They do this all the time, bro. Like they talk about how amazing a game is. They're like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about it. Just know that the music is good, the gameplay is good. Yeah, how? How is it good? Why don't you ever explain how is it good?
Beethoven and Dinosaur continue to make some of my favorite games on the planet.
They've made 2 games.
Those.
They literally made 2 games. And the first game,
they continue to make my favorite games on the market. Bitch, this is their second game.
The first game did 74 concurrent players on Steam.
72.
72, sorry. And it wasn't AstroTurf at all. It just came out and that was it.
Well, actually, it was AstroTurf, but not to near this degree.
Not to this extent. Yeah, it was I know it was a little bit because it was Annapurna. I get it, but this is like completely different. It's almost as if the woman that's behind Annapurna knew who to target and who to pay and to get this message out there as much as possible.
Those very specific moments.
But it's not making any money.
Back to my.
I don't think it's about that. I don't think
but that's really important that I think we got to discuss that. Like,
we will.
Why ship? Well, I know. I'm just like, why
Wizards over here? Just get to the financials.
Why?
We'll talk about it.
If this game is underperforming at the rate that it is, why still keep pushing the 10 out of 10? Why is it so incredible? I mean, the talking points that he's saying while wearing a fucking Project Helix hoodie, which I mean that's another level of exclusive. The fuck.
I mean, it's clear he's
why
reading
this
something.
game.
He keeps looking slightly off center. So he's clearly reading something.
I assumed you can see the arm. You can see the arm, and then you can see something white. So you can see the arm on the side. So something is.
It's the phone. This phone is not
Yeah,
recording.
there's a
Whatever.
phone right there at the bridge.
There's probably two phones, one in the middle that's recording him, and one slow to the side that's the script because it's white. So it's clearly not like front facing recording. This is he's reading something. What?
Nothing. Go on.
Childhood that really brought this game home for me in a special way.
Melodic Method says the following: who cares if he's reading something? Lots of YouTubers read from scripts. The reason why is because they're trying to tell you, he's trying to tell you that this is coming from him, how he feels about the game. This is not how he feels about the game. And if it is, I don't believe it at all. It seems as if they're all using the same script. That's the problem. Can you imagine if you watch 10 YouTube videos and they're all say the same thing word for word? That's kind of similar to what's happening here. They're all using the same script. If this was his own script, whatever, not a big deal. But it's.
And we can use this panel as an example. If you make a Concord video, I make a Concord video, and Kata makes a Concord video, while we all might have the same general idea of, where did the money come from? It's an $800 million game. All this took 8 years to make. We're still going to say completely different shit. Just because we agree doesn't mean that we're using the same script. These people
this is
are
really
all
the greatest game
same
ever.
Thing.
Yeah, if this is really the greatest game ever, or one of the greatest games of the generation, you should be able to say pretty easily off the top of your head how you feel about the game without having to read anything. Now, granted, some people just can't handle talk in front of the camera. Maybe that's him. I don't see how that's possible considering he has, a live stream or whatever, a YouTube channel. I don't know if they still do it, but I gotta imagine he wouldn't need that for a game that he's really passionate about. Like, why would you need that?
This feels super inauthentic, bro. I'm just gonna be honest.
It does.
Well, I'm only gonna go for a couple more seconds. I don't really
getting a
fucking care.
chance to feel that whimsy that was in the three characters in that game, getting a chance to understand what it's like to have that moment in your life when you're transitioning from your high school days to whatever's going to be your college years. Those are kind of universal ideas and ideals that happen within a space, and I think those are translating super well. I think even from the way that the graphics kind of come through in terms of UI, right? Like a lot of folks are talking about this being something akin to a John Hughes movie, which is a genre of movie that I loved when I was growing up as a kid.
Well, pause it.
It was that
this was marketed at Summer Games Fest as a John Hughes like story. So he says people, because that's how it's been promoted from the people up top since its announcement. I'm pretty sure Jeff Keighley at the Game Awards, and this part I could be misremembering, I'm pretty sure Jeff Keighley at Summer Games Fest last year literally compared it to a John Hughes film.
You guys want to see my favorite part about this? You're not ready for this, right?
I am.
Are you?
Let's go.
Yeah, why not?
This game was a 10 out of 10, generational, impacted him on a level that is not even understandable, right? Amazing video game. Amazing. Life-changing. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, and play it.
Did you buy the game? It was on Game Pass.
I can't stand this fat fuck. I really do not like him. Like, I really don't like this nigga. Like, we do this every time. Every time he's like, oh, I like the X and Y Z game. He never puts his money where his mouth is. Instead,
he's too busy putting cheeseburgers where his mouth is, Kata. Jesus Christ, he is fat as fuck.
I'm legit annoyed. It's
every
crazy.
Fucking time, bro. Like, and this is why we get so mad about these people, bro, because they're full of shit. Full of shit. And he's
Cheap,
full
what
of
are you gonna say, bro? Go ahead.
I can't stand him. I'm sorry.
Wizard, how much time did you put into the game?
About 3.5 hours. The extra 30 minutes was because we had to keep pausing it to keep yelling at the screen because of how bullshit the fucking game was.
I can see that.
Since you have insight into the some of the story going on, does it at all remind you of The Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Pretty in Pink, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, Home Alone, National Lampoon, Christmas Vacation, Curly Sue, Great Outdoors? Does it remind you of any of these films?
No, because in those films, you like the protagonists also. Like that's a big part of it. You like where the story is going with those protagonists, and this is not the kind of game where you give a fuck about the protagonists at all.
Now, how about some of the later John Hughes when he lost his touch, like Flubber and Home Alone 3?
Or The Fifth Element.
That wasn't John Hughes.
That's what I'm saying here.
Something that actually would have improved this game is if there was a kind of magical feature to it. Like, so you have the kids like floating around and blowing up cars with middle fingers and, you know, doing all this stuff. That's all. It's all happening in their minds. Like the entire game is they're imagining all these sequences happening like through music. So like, you know, listening to the Smashing Pumpkins and then imagining whatever's happening. That actually makes it like boring because there's nothing about this that you can empathize with. There's nothing real about it.
There's a movie that does something very similar, a music biopic about Elton John called Rocket Man, and the whole movie, the biopic is like his career, but all done through like drug induced, fucked up. So like he's like floating in a fucking pool while drowning while he's writing the lyrics to Rocket Man, and it's very interesting but it helps tell the story, the narrative of Elton John's career. So there's a reason it's being done. Whereas what you're explaining with this just makes it sound like, hey, here's an excuse for visuals while you do one button mini games.
Yeah. And also what you're showing here, Hypno, like the absolute constant hypocrisy of the gaming apparatus, of the medium apparatus is like, this is what you're seeing here is these are minors in a kissing mini game that they are saying is a 10 out of 10, but just a couple of weeks ago, they took something that was purely innocent and assigned degeneracy to it. Malice to absolute pure malice to something that was purely innocent.
Yep.
So at some point, I just think something's got to give, man. And I don't know what that is or what that looks like, but I don't know. This like it actually concerns me more than the Concorde, more than the High Guard. The fact that like, what's the truth? Because they're not making money on this. There's an ulterior motive here, and I don't know what it is yet. I hope we find out within reasonable time.
I'm ready whenever we're ready.
Why is this the game that everybody wants to burn their integrity on? And we got this guy wearing.
Let Atreus explain what he's going to say, and then we could get into the financials. Good.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, with the games that gamers have made over the last few years, showing the industry what they don't want, what they do want, and what they don't want, and then all of these games flopping, you get this because I wasn't aware of this person, and it just hit me that they're very wealthy, and so they can afford to take a loss, right? And so you force this game into the stratosphere, and you got enough money like to pay all of these people off and can try to convince people that this is what gamers want. We know that's not what gamers want, but like, listen, Star Wars Outlaws failed. You know what I'm saying? Concorde failed. Not even High Guard. I don't even want to put High Guard in that category because I think they were just grifting. They were just trying to get some money. So many games like this have failed, and you got this person who apparently has a lot of money and a lot of resources, and they can just put it out there without worrying about taking a loss. So, I mean, it makes sense to me because everything that we just heard from Sugar Bear made no sense. What do you mean it speaks to your childhood, you fat fuck ass nigga? You are a nigga. That had nothing to do with you know damn well in a fucking niggas neighborhood, if you burn some shit down, your ass was fucking getting the shit beat out of you by your mama. What are you talking about? You don't think
he grew up listening to the Smashing Pumpkins, Atreus?
Yeah.
I mean, he probably did, but he probably had another pumpkin smashing him.
I honestly, I'll be real with you, Wizard, for what you said before. Yeah. I believe that this is their attempt to gain back the I don't even know how to say it, the mainstream no, not goodwill. They'll never have goodwill. Narrative, maybe. Basically, what I'm saying is that the last few years, the games that have essentially taken over the Game Awards have been video games that they had nothing to fuck all to do with in terms of promoting and turning into, you know, big successes and everything like that.
Also, basically, the spot.
I think what this is that they've made it very clear because, by the way, all these accounts that are shilling for the game, I've seen probably at least a third of them, and I'm sure if I look more, I'll find more. At least a third of them are already saying this is Game of the Year, right? And these are the people that vote, by the way. These are the people that have 90% of the vote over at the Game Awards. And the Game Awards, we all know this is that's their main stage, right? So I think what this is this game is they're trying to turn this into their Expedition 33. I think that they were sick that Expedition 33 won everything last year. They're sick at the fact that they had no control over it. They're double sick at the fact that it supposedly used AI and it stood against everything they stand for. I think this game, they're turning it into their ideal. And I think they found the person who can actually finance it, which we're going to get into. So that's what I think.
Wow.
Anyway,
that is scary. If that's true, which I'm not saying it's not, if that's legit.
Well, think about it. Think of it from a financial standpoint. Think of it from an ideological and financial. Ideological, we already know. Financial, Game Awards. It's been proven that Game of the Year games get a massive increase in sales after the nomination of Game of the Year, regardless of what they are. Even what was the fucking game called from the Split Fiction people? The one It Takes Two. Yeah, when that game got nominated for Game of the Year, it was already doing extremely well. I think it had 10 million copies at the time. It fucking exploded to like over 20-something million copies after Game of the Year. Now I think it's like over 30 million.
Do you think Jeff would go along? His credibility is kind of fucked right now. Do you
he'll
think
go along with it. High guard, brother.
Yeah.
He'll go along with it.
You think they'll pressure him? Like, because he's vulnerable, they would go along with it? I think this should hurt his credibility if this sweeps.
Brother,
it's not a video
High guard.
He's
like, welcome to High Guard.
I know, but his credibility is now broken with gamers, the people that they need to watch his show.
His credibility only goes as far as his wallet. He doesn't give a fuck. I'm telling you, as long as he is
the credibility went out the window when
fair
Hogwarts Legacy was not even mentioned during the Game Awards a few years ago.
That's when I stopped paying attention to the nominations. I only pay attention to them from a talking standpoint, but ultimately they don't mean a fucking thing. I'm going to play the games I'm going to play, and I view the good games as whatever the good games are. But the thing is, a lot of normies do watch the Game Awards. That's like the one show that they actually watch. Versus like Summer Games Fest and all these other shows, it doesn't have the same level of impact as the Game Awards.
That I disagree with, because Summer Games Fest is like effectively the replacement for E3, and E3 was the thing. I think.
But if you look at the numbers in comparison, it's not even close. The Game Awards is way higher than that. Yeah, it's way higher than that.
Well, yeah.
Not only that, look at the paid promotion slots. Paid promotion slots do the fucking roof on the Game Awards. Why? Because it's the Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl for gaming.
Yeah.
So it's definitely bigger than the Summer Games Fest. Although I will say,
I'm not going to argue that it's bigger. It's definitely bigger. I think that what I'm talking about is more like impact.
This fucking guy, bro.
Impact wise, like if Summer Game or if Game Awards is the Super Bowl, Summer Games Fest is March Madness. It's equally like when it's very much a culturally important thing.
I was gonna say that it's starting to get to the point where like Jeff Keighley is actively trying to get it to that level where he's trying to get a second extremely popular show for the year so that he can make money off of that too. So yeah, like it's definitely getting there. I think it will after a couple more years, but it's still not anywhere near the Game Awards. Anyway, so let's talk quickly about the finances because we still got to talk about Bungie.
You say quickly, this might take a minute.
At least 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll introduce it and then Leon, you can.
Savvy and Leon are going to take over from here. I'm going to go play Conan Exiles. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm looking forward to this.
I think like in our conversation, the question was raised, I think by Hypno, is like, why are they pushing this so hard? Why is everybody saying the same thing? So of course, we started to look into it, and what we found is it's being funded by two main entities. The first entity would be the what's it called? Like Annapurna.
Annapurna.
There you go. Yeah, Annapurna. Can you share my screen, Hypno? Thank you. And they did say, when everything else was failing, that the funding.
Just an FYI, really quick, the amount of information you give, don't go like over revealing on it. Okay, like don't go like.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Try to be a little careful with that.
Yep. So
Personal
they did talk. Yep. So they did talk about the fact that the funding was still there. And then the other one that we found as well was the fact that there's something called VIC Screen, which is Victorian grant government funding, some type of grant funding that the government does for video games that fit a specific agenda. And where I found it was in 2023, they did spend a lot of money on it, And I know that Leon, you finished and you looked more into it. So I'm gonna
Yes,
share
so
my screen.
I've got the VIX screen numbers up as well from both 2022 and 2022 to 2023, and then 2023 2024. So here, I'll just share. All right, so what VIX screen is for to add, and you can share my screen right, Hypno. So what VIX screen is, it is an arm of the Australian government that is structured like a private business. Now it's not a private business, but they structure like a private business with the CEO. That way they can do money management through it. CEO is Carolyn Pitcher. She's got a lot of ties to Australian. Well, she's in the Australian government, so obviously she has ties to it. And it gives out grant money dependent on following DEI metrics, and that's I've got all the DEI stuff I'll pull up in a sec. So if you go to this is their 2022-2023 financial report, go to Mixtape. The Australian government funded Mixtape by Beethoven and Dinosaur $150,000 Australian in 2022-2023. Then when you go over to 2023-2024, an additional 90,000. So we're talking they've gotten $240,000 in Australian taxpayer funded grant money to get this game made. Now, if you go to their actual website, Vic Screen, funding and support, Choose Victoria, they're branded as like, oh, we're trying to uplift Australian video games and cinema, Australian culture. Well, you can scroll down, and then right in the About Us, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that will take you to a PDF file, which is their entire 17-page coalition. Our DEI commitment, our DEI priorities, our guiding principles, the road ahead. I read through this whole thing. It was enlightening, to say the least. Let me see if I can find.
Out of curiosity, can I ask a question? I've seen indie video games that are the length of Mixtape, like 3 hours long or whatever. I've seen them funded for probably like $100,000, $200,000. Like, how much do we think this game actually?
Do compare Dustborn, one of the biggest ones.
Dustborn got about $1 million, didn't they?
No, Dustborn in terms of tax money, less than 50,000. Now it got a bunch of external funding that wasn't tax related as well, but in terms of the tax money, it was less than 50,000. This got almost 250,000, almost a $250,000 in just taxpayer money.
My question.
And I do know that Vic Screen does say that they fund at least 50% of the amount. So that's why I was saying, like, so they're getting the other 50% probably from the developers, the publishers, I mean.
Well, that was going to be my question, right? Because we know who is behind Annapurna. We know they're extremely wealthy. We know they're the daughter of someone who is extremely fucking wealthy.
They're daughter of Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle. He's a multi-billionaire.
Right. So we know that like money's not a problem, right? So my question was like, how much do we think this game actually costs to fund? And at this point, do we think that the grants were enough to fund it, or was there Annapurna involved, or maybe is Annapurna paying the other expenses, like all the fucking creator kits and things like that, advertising?
If what we read about Vic Screen is true, and they cover up to 50%. They've done, let's just say 250,000. That means Annapurna likely did another 250,000. So we know this is at least $500,000. But then you've got all the money coming in. Like, you had Hubba Bubba, you had Ring Pop, you had all these sponsors. Which I didn't look into the numbers of those, so I didn't even think about it.
The daughter is ideologically different from the father, isn't she?
She's
drastically.
Drastically, yeah. Well, also, Larry Ellison is not exactly a right-leaning guy either.
Yeah,
he goes wherever the money
Trump
goes.
Supporter, because here's the thing. People are all like, "Oh man, Ellison's the Paramount buyout. It's going to be great because they're all Trump trained." No, they're not conservatives. No. They just agree. They just know that Trump's business practices are good for them.
Right, they go with the money.
Okay, makes sense.
They go with any president that's going to give them power. Yeah,
correct.
Any candidate that gives them the most power. Trump happens to be handing them a ton of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Leon. So I was just curious because I think what it is that the grants are probably enough to fund the game, and then she's probably picking up the tab on the promotions, the marketing, the Summer Games Fest showcase, like things like that. Things that cost like $50,000, $100,000, whatever.
Yep.
On page 11 of their DEI handbook. By the way, this is called this is their 10-year roadmap.
Interesting stuff, by the way. Good job, guys, on catching this stuff.
Thank you. It was a blast to find all this. This is it's called their
Yeah, we had
10-year
fun.
roadmap to 2033 DEI. So this is we're only still 9 years or 6 years left for them to do this. So yeah, this is their roadmap until 2033. And this to me was the scariest paragraph in the whole thing. Everyone participating in and benefiting from the Victorian screen industry has a shared responsibility to incorporate DEI in their daily individual and organizational behaviors and practice. By publicly stating our DEI commitments, we also hold ourselves and each other to account to progress and creating positive change. They're going so far as they're pushing this. Hey, this is not just for our company, for the government, whatnot. You need to be actively living by these DEI principles in your off time, in your leisure time, in your real life. Like this manifesto for a 10-year DEI roadmap is insane.
It's crazy.
But mind you, we also have where is it? Their first game they did, the Artful Escape. Well, like you said, 72 peak player count. Received a $17,000 grant from Epic to get funded.
Yep.
I have a question. I'm sorry. So why the difference? Why such a glaring difference? If Annapurna was involved with this game, when did that game come out?
This game came out in 2016. By the way, it came out in 2016 to a failed Kickstarter.
But still came out anyway.
Because after the Kickstarter failed, Annapurna and Epic came in and bankrolled it.
Yep.
Right. So then my question is, why the difference? Right? Why the difference in reaction? Why
looked into that? You mean why the difference financially?
That and why the difference where they don't astroturf that game to the same level as this one? Like why is this
Vic Screen, the ones doing the main bankrolling, the ones that have done $250,000 didn't come into they were not put into place by the Australian government until 2021, so they didn't exist yet when this first game was being done.
For this game. Got it. Interesting. Okay,
now,
I see.
Did receive another grant, but I couldn't find the amount. The Melbourne City Council, like the Melbourne City government, gave them a small grant, but the number wasn't publicly listed.
Got it. So, I mean, financially speaking, this game was way underfunded in comparison to the next one.
Yes, correct. Yeah. This one, it's like percentages. And then over on the LinkedIn account of the devs, there's this fun, interesting little video that Sevi found. It's a minute and a half long.
Feels good.
Thank you
That's
for
got an
sharing
incredible
it.
name, by the way.
Especially seeing a setup like Electric Arcadia, such a curated space, seeing a game that you worked on.
There's something they say in here
It's
very
so
interesting.
on theme with the game. You know, you're in like an old arcade. It's running on like an old CRT TV.
Oh, so they're talking about Mixtape. Okay.
Working on a Beethoven Dinosaur out of Melbourne Rock City. And it's about 3 teenagers on their last day of high school listening to their favorite songs, listening to a mixtape.
Mixtape was inspired by, I think, remembering a time when you wore who you were on your sleeves or on the outside of your Walkman.
I hope when audiences play the game, they can feel a time when something ended and something new was beginning.
I remember a time where you were defined by what you liked. I think that's something sweet and naive about being a teenager, and something that you can really grab onto as a storyteller, that you just want to be like, remember when you cared so much about art.
I'm loving the trend in games where games are smaller and more, manageable. They're not this big 30-hour, 40-hour experience all the time, and it can still mean a lot and say a lot.
But it's only 3 hours.
That's what he said. So I haven't seen anything past this. This is the part that Sevi and I just dropped our jaws. He says we love that games are moving away from the 30 to 40 hours. They can be smaller like this.
Yeah, I laughed so hard.
That is, I will roll that back because that was so telling.
Yeah, we spent so much time laughing at this shit. You guys have no idea. It was hilarious.
I gotta be honest with you, my mind's blown. Yeah.
So I'm loving the trend in games.
In games where games are smaller and more, manageable. They're not this big 30-hour, 40-hour experience all the time, and it can still mean a lot and say a lot.
I think international audiences love Melbourne games because Melbourne always has this incredible talent pool. Whether it's film, whether it's music, whether it's video games, there's always just these kids coming out of Melbourne.
Big Screen has supported us with developing Mixtape in so many ways. Not only like upskill.
All of these people look like the type of people that would have made this game.
They all. If you were in Brooklyn circa 2009, bro, this is like the.
Oh my good golly, dude. They look like the type of people that would make this pretentious shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Fucking
keep our
Australia.
staff, but is to grow our team and make a diverse team here in Melbourne as well.
Yeah, there we go. See, I
Oh
found
my
it,
God.
and I was like, we need to share this because this is so ridiculous. But Leon
Fucking
didn't have a real
Australians.
account in LinkedIn, so he's sharing it.
So yeah. If you look at my LinkedIn account, it is. Hold on a sec.
It just says Leon.
It says I'm in Cairo, Egypt.
So
He's using a
ultimately,
VPN.
ultimately, we have an example of an extreme. There is an extreme push going on here, and this game that realistically, all right, considering the performance of their first game, they should not have the money to be able to fund another game. And we all knew that there had to be money somewhere coming from someone, right? That's not actual buyers, all right? Like for these companies, just like with Dustborn, for these companies, it's not about the players buying the game. They don't give a fuck if anybody buys the game. They've already been funded, right? They've already been paid. They made their money. They have their salaries, and their next round of salaries for the next few years to fund their next game has already been guaranteed by XYZ donor.
Well, by the way, it's also worth mentioning. Now, I still need to do a deeper dive version of this.
Yep.
This Vic screen is only one of, I believe, 5 media-oriented grant companies within the Australian government. So there's a chance they could have been funded even further by the other 4. I just haven't looked into those ones yet. Just stop the start of Vic screen. So they might actually have even more taxpayer government funded money behind this.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Of
course.
I would say that this is why, like, when I see lists of video games and video games that they promote versus video games that gamers actually buy, the reason why there's such a drastic difference is because government funded video games are only going to go so far. They don't have mass appeal. They're really not supposed to have mass appeal. It's about being able to utilize these projects and push them out to the people that they're going to target. A lot of these games get pushed out to places where there's a lot of kids and stuff, and like, hey, want to play this cool game? And they try to bait you into, with these like kind of graphics, the whole Spider-Verse graphics and everything. That's why they use it all the time. Trying to bait people in. And if they could just change one kid's mind, well, it's worth it to them. They don't give a fuck. And they just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. So, talking about Steam numbers for this game, yeah, it's funny, right? Like the game's fucking doing terribly in the grand scheme of things with all this funding. But at the end of the day, they're not trying to sell.
This is like, remember when the UK did that just a few months ago, did that government propaganda visual novel? This is that on steroids. This is textbook definitionally propaganda. And this has got hundreds of thousands of dollars behind it and is mass produced for the world.
These are the kind of games.
So, but it's not pushing Australian politics. It's not pushing.
It's pushing DEI though.
I don't know. I mean, I see it more as anti-police more than anything, first and foremost.
Well, I mean, that still falls in line with the ideology of those that are pro DEI. So
I'm not. Just trying to understand. Like, I'm not challenging what you guys are saying. I'm just trying to see if they're like, who is it? Is it targeted against Americans or Australians, or is it worldwide?
Here's my theory. And again, I have not read anything to back this up. My theory is that, so think about Collective Shout, right? When we had that whole fiasco several months ago, that was a small far-right feminist group out of Australia that somehow was able to get the payment processors to bow and kowtow to them.
Right.
Obviously, they don't have that sort of real power, so someone else is bankrolling them. Someone else is using them as a front. I think something similar is happening here. They're using Vic Screen as a way to push this message to a global audience. World Economic Forum, maybe. I don't know. And again, I haven't been able to dig that far into it. So it's not BlackRock, or well, if they are involved, I haven't found any proof of that. I did look to see if Tencent was involved, to see if Embracer was involved. Couldn't find any evidence of that. BlackRock, I haven't found, still might be. But I think, there's some sort of World Economic Forum style involvement using the Australian government between things like this, between things like Collective Shout. And I think it's because my theory has been for the longest time, for those of you that watch my channel, you know that I've said this, their goal is to bring down Australia and the UK first, because if they can get them to crumble and kneel, the US is like the big bad final boss for this end all be all subversion, new cultural norms, things like that.
Keep in mind too, it's not about necessarily the DEI in the game. It's about the real world DEI metrics
Right,
that you
yeah.
can
The
utilize to
hires,
get
the
money
people
and
who
to get
work on it.
funding. Right,
Right.
because they could
more
get money, they
Mhm.
could get funding, the companies, whatever. These people could get their salaries paid for years, all based on their actual own identity metrics, not about whether or not they're going to put out a good game. And there's clearly a bunch of government grants that are available, especially outside the US, that
Mhm.
these people can literally grift on and get the money and get guaranteed salaries for XYZ amount of year and just keep doing it based off completely their identity. That's literally it. Like there's no, it's not about, hey, look at all the amazing games we made. Bro, they made a video game with 72 concurrent players and they managed to get what was it, 300,000 or whatever, almost $300,000 in funding on a video game with 72 concurrent players. Like they don't give a fuck.
There's a section of their DEI roadmap that breaks down the demographics of just Victoria, Australia, and it says over 50%, 50% identify as disabled, over 50% identify as women, over 5% identify as LGBTQAI plus. Of course, we put the whole thing on there, but over 5% identifying as that is a massive fucking number. So they break down all the demographics. Like it is, I'm telling you guys, 17 pages seems like a lot, but because it's incredibly tiny text and it's all like fucking lawyer verbiage and shit. But it is, that handbook was disgusting.
I could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make more sense, Wizard? Because I don't know. Sometimes I think we overthink about the game itself, and we don't realize that sometimes it's not even about necessarily the fucking game. It's about the people who are making the game, trying to solidify their livelihoods for the next, 4 or 5 years.
So I can understand if the point of this was to hijack the Game Awards. I could see that because they're upset that the chuds with Expedition 33, even though that's not true at all. Like I could understand that, trying to wrestle back the narrative control. I could also see it as trying to use this to get to position themselves to get more grant money in other places. Like I can understand that, but this thing is not going to make. It's not going to make any sales. Like it's not going to be profitable even a little bit. It's not going to be played. So the indoctrination and if it is a propaganda arm, the people that are playing it are already indoctrinated. The people in the middle that you're trying to indoctrinate aren't interested. And then there's the people like me who I see it for what it is instantaneously and I'll tear it apart. So
that's why they use people like Booty Adams or whatnot who can say, like, let's say you've got just some random individual scrolling on X or looking up game journalist reviews or whatnot, and they see this dude who's like impassionately talking about how this is his game of the year. Man, it took him back to his nostalgia. He's a 90s kid. He heard this music. It's like they're they're using the financial aspect to get people to prey on your emotions. They want to bring you in with the emotional aspect.
Of course they do. But see, like in my opinion, Wizards, they're playing the long game, right? They're not doing it so they make a sale. They're doing it so they put themselves in a better position the next time they move the chess piece.
Oh, fun fact, they made about $270 some odd thousand, and then you got a minus 30% from Steam's cut. Based off the estimated sales at $17, but I don't think these kind of games did big on PlayStation. I think that this is mainly going to be on here, because you got Game Pass. Nobody's buying it on Xbox, bro. Nobody's buying this fucking game.
And that's back to their first game, the one that had the $17,000 grant from Epic. Yeah, it only got 72 concurrent players on Steam, but if this was bankrolled at least in part by Epic, how many people, like how often was like on the front page of the Epic store back in 2016? So people were playing it there, things like that.
Right, because because if they made about 270 some odd thousand and you minus 30%, they almost made their grant money back.
Exactly.
PSN Profiles has 549 owners listed for Mixtape,
and that has to be that PSN Profiles has to be opt in. So that's not everybody.
Right. I'm not saying it is. It's just that's.
But by the way,
that's the percentage.
This Mixtape is just a microcosm of the overall huge issue. So if we go back to the financial reports from Vic's screen, it actually lists out there the total amount they doled out in grant money in the 2023-2024 year, $45,898,076. So basically, they doled out $46 million in grant money just in the 2023-2024 year for products exactly like this. In 2022-2023, 40 million, almost 41 million. So they upped the ante by about 5 million the following year.
It's insane.
So this is they're doing this not just with this one game, obviously, but if this is a compounding thing with all these different products coming out, so they're hitting it from every possible angle.
And then if you think about it too, if they're spreading all this grant money, and part of you receiving the grant money is that you have to abide by those DEI practices, right? In your daily life and then while you are at work. And you're spreading it out to so many people, and you're making this a requirement because you're bootstrapping it to it, right? Then you're spreading that ideology. And then that ideology, they're going to have to abide by it in their next game.
Damn, good on them, man. Holy shit. What a
long
setup.
game, bro.
What a setup they got. That's amazing.
It's the long game. When you read everything that y'all just read out, it's the long game, bro. They don't care about the sales. They don't care about anything else. It's actually just about the message for them.
Right. It's not a game. It's not a game that they're trying to put out there for gamers. Now they'll astroturf it and pretend like it is by paying off people that they think are in control of the narrative of space, and then try to make it seem like it's the greatest thing ever. I think it is a combination of trying to send a message by making it do well at the Game Awards, by essentially buying off the voters, because that's really what's happening here. Again, the gaming media is 90% of the voters. So all these care packages going out, all these people talking about this is the game of the year, no doubt about it. These are the voters. Your vote doesn't matter, because it's not like people are going to vote for Mixtape anyway.
Here we go. Another thing they funded, they put $6,000 of funding into the CGI animated preschool series Andrew the Big Unicorn. This isn't just about the 20-something gamers, 30-something gamers that want to relive the 90s. They're targeting fucking preschoolers.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, they can target whatever they want, but we continue to see the same statistic where young men are going further and further right every time they try. So I'm not sure that it's something that's actually working. I just think it's something that they're committed to, where it's like, oh, we got to keep trying even though it's not working. So I mean, I got family members that hit me up like, hey, yo, I seen your show. Hey, bro, you're so right, but they ain't gonna say it out in public. You get what I'm saying? So
so the thing is, right, like, while I agree with you that individuals, specifically men, are going further and further right, it's more of a war of attrition thing. What happens first? Do we get enough people to move against all this, or do they get the funding, the big corporate media apparatuses, all this? Basically, who wins the culture war race first? Because it's individual freedom versus money, power, technology, all that.
But that's the thing. I think they have been the first to get those resources, and it's just not working. At least from where I'm sitting. I don't know about y'all, but from where I'm sitting, with everything they're doing, like, they've had power, they've had Hollywood, they've had a grip on Hollywood for the last decade, and niggas is still going. Matter of fact, Marvel drove themselves into the fucking ground trying to do this shit.
Yeah. Well, I think in the US, we're absolutely taking dubs. The thing is, I don't think you've thought about the external world. You've got the UK that are allowing mass migrants coming in of unknown origin, having grooming gangs taking the 9-year-old girls, and the families are getting in trouble for defending themselves. They're putting these migrants up in free housing, things like that. So these, like, if you've got this TV show, this Australian preschool show that's probably promoting messages of like, oh, love thy neighbor, bring in the immigrants. Like, it's not. Yeah, America's standing against this shit, at least for now. I don't know what the rest of the Western world is.
Well, regardless, all very interesting stuff. We got to move on because we got a lot of topics we got to cover. Final thoughts on this mixtape nonsense. Wizard, my condolences. Sevi, you're a woman, so you must have loved this. But
no, I hated it. I tried to kill myself with
no, in the game.
I did too.
In the game. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
I tried to jump in front of a car in the game, and it wouldn't let me.
I saw what happens. It like rewinds you, right, or some shit like that.
It does. It does. Yeah.
That's pretty funny. No, overall, it's just one of those games, man. And again, I understand people losing their shit over it, and rightfully so. It's because it comes down to the perceived, I guess, you want to say the gaming media has this perception that they own the fucking landscape, that they own everything and whatnot. And so when you're out there saying you own everything and this is your score and people should listen to you, and then you put that score out there as a masterpiece and people are looking at you like this just doesn't make any sense, I think you're naturally going to get that kind of organic reaction where people are like, that's really fucking stupid. And then they'll gaslight you and say, well, you're only angry because of, I don't know, women or something. Like that's basically it. Like they'll try to downplay your argument about you being angry over the scores and how they don't make sense, and they'll turn it into something misogyny related, sexism related, racism related, whatever. They do it all the time. This isn't anything new. This is like another game and the same strategy over and over and over again. But I do think it's interesting when you follow the money and you see what led to these decisions, because money leads to these decisions. Nobody just wakes up and says, we're going to make this game with no funding and hope that it works out. No, they're going to have some level of safety net initially, or just flat out paid completely, which is probably what happened here.
Hey,
and
I got to check out. I'm sorry.
Bye. Bye.
He's got to go build the gun.
So what was that about not rage quitting streams again?
Am I raging? Am I raging? I'm not raging.
On the inside.
Pause.
Whoa!
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yo.
But yeah, though, man. I'm sorry. I got.
We were just gonna talk about Bungie too.
There's no sound.
There's no sound. That's what you get.
I knew there'd be no sound. It was you walking away. Like,
all right, peace out.
Walking away,
your Gundam, man. And
I'm not leaving to build a Gundam.
with your Legos.
All right.
Have fun.
Later.
I can't last. All right, dude.
Hey, yo.
Hey, good night, guys. Good night.
Bye.
Peace.
All right. Speaking of financials and speaking of money, something else very interesting happened this week that a lot of people are talking about. And after this, we're going to catch up on supers, guys. Bungie ain't looking too good. All right, and this. I mean, again, this is one of those situations where some people would claim they're right all the time. Well, we were right on this aspect. Now, just to clear up some information about this, people are saying that they lost, $700, almost $800 million. They didn't actually lose physical money. What it is they lost a massive amount of valuation on the company, which essentially is pretty much losing money, because Sony paid about $4 some odd billion for Bungie, and now it's worth about half that, give or take, and that's before they eventually lay people off. So it's been said that they've lost about $780 million in valuation, according to the most recent earnings call, of which the majority of that happened in the last quarter, if I'm not mistaken, like $500 some odd million of valuation loss. Now, people are tying that to Marathon and Destiny 2 not having the same numbers that they used to, which is definitely part of it. I honestly believe that Marathon really fucked Destiny 2, because Destiny 2 was already struggling as it was. I think they were averaging about 20,000 concurrent players, 20 some odd thousand concurrent. Now they're hovering around, they were hovering around like 10 or 11. I saw it even dip to 8 when Marathon came out. But then, people found out what an extraction shooter was like, and they played the new Bungie game. It wasn't for them, and they went back to Destiny, and, well, I don't think it ever recovered in the same way. So it's clear that they're losing a lot of money. Bungie is essentially BioWare for Sony, like it is for EA. And I think this company, it's only a matter of time before we see a fucking feltoning happening very soon for Bungie. I think massive layoffs are coming. I think it's pretty much inevitable at this point, whether they want to admit it or not. And I think that unless they pull something around with Marathon pretty soon, I think they're going to have to make a choice. And you guys can sound off and let me know what you think. But I think they're going to have to make a choice. Not that they have to decide which one's going to stay alive, but I think they have to decide which one's going to get their focus. And according to the investors' call, it seems like they're choosing Marathon, which has a lot of Destiny players pissed. So, what do you guys think? Whoever wants to go first about this.
I could speak as a former Destiny player that everything that's happening to them is completely deserved. You deserve to lose all of your players. You deserve to lose all of the money that you're losing, because what they did with Destiny is they completely fucked it. They put it back on the right track with one of their DLCs, and then did a complete 180 on everything that they did right. It completely said, fuck the player base. And then started charging you more money for colors on your fucking armor that you used to be able to just unlock. And then they stopped putting all their money into Destiny, into Marathon, which is a niche extraction shooter. And we see where they're at right now. So as a former Bungie fan and a former Destiny player, I say fuck them. I think you deserve this. And it's funny to me. I don't care You know, oh, people are gonna lose their jobs. Should have been lost your job, bitch. That's how I feel about it. So, good luck. See you later. Fuck off. That's how I feel. Fuck Bungie.
And this is all with rumors that they're working on the next Destiny, whether you want to believe that or not.
Which
Again,
is
like
funny because they didn't even want to make Destiny 2. They never
Right.
wanted to do that. They just wanted Destiny, and Activision made them make Destiny 2. So it's like you have your own freedom. You don't have to make this game, and they're still choosing to do so because they're retarded. So,
Now, it's amazing, man, what Substation is able to do. You know, in the sense of just like with EA saving BioWare's ass for the last decade, literally, bro. BioWare hasn't made money in 10 fucking years plus. It's actually disgusting, right? Like everything has been a loser. Everything has been a loss for the most part. They haven't made any fucking money. And they still get subsidized, and they're getting another round with Mass Effect 4 or whatever it's going to be. And I think Bungie's in the same exact boat. I think their legacy means more to Sony than what they're actually doing. I think Sony likes the ability to say that they have a studio like Bungie that has a legacy behind it with video games that they made.
Too.
But the fact that Destiny, and I really like Destiny 1. I didn't play Destiny 2 nowhere near as much. I quit fairly early on. But Destiny 1, I played like crazy. And Marathon, you know, Marathon's Marathon. So I don't know, man. Are they really? I think they will get a Destiny 3. I really do. I think Sony would be like, yep, we're going to fund that. Yeah, because what it is failing upwards, right? Even if there is layoffs, if they come out with a Destiny 3 that does gangbusters numbers, they'll just hire more people again, you know, and just repeat the same fucking process. Like, oh, okay, maybe we won't do bad this time. You know, it's sad, but this is what happens when big money's at play and your studio has the legacy to survive on just that alone. You're going to see people fail upwards all the time. Who else got thoughts on this?
It's really funny if you talk to I have some close friends like IRL that are like hardcore Destiny 2 players. They have been since Destiny 1, and I've always kind of like given them shit like it's only a matter of time before there's going to be a Destiny 3, and they're like, that's never going to happen. Destiny 3 is never going to happen. I'm like, if they called it's Destiny 2, there's going to be a Destiny 3. It's just going to happen when they need the money. When they need that adrenaline shot to save the franchise, that's when it's going to happen.
I think that I know there's a lot of Destiny 2 players that are fucking pissed that Marathon got made because they were like, this could have been Destiny 3, you know?
Yeah.
That was the initial divide that I think caused Marathon to not get the kind of numbers that it could have gotten from the player base that is dedicated to Bungie, because Bungie does have a dedicated player base.
That's so
as crazy
weird.
as that sounds.
I can't. I'm not saying it wrong. I just can't wrap my head around it. You never hear like Capcom fans be like, "Oh man, Street Fighter 6. We could have had Resident Evil 9 earlier for
Well,
Street Fighter
I was
6."
getting
Like,
ready to say that Bungie fans are different. Like they swear by the games that they play, and they are spiteful. Like they are genuinely spiteful. If you do something in the game that they don't like, they will quite literally say "fuck you" and not play the game, and then it will make it to the point where they have to change the things that they're changing. So like people are like, oh, I want Destiny 3. Why are we getting Marathon? Fuck you. You're taking the money away from Destiny 2. And they were already spited by what is it, Lightfall? I think that was the name of the DLC with the gay flick of the wrist surfer bros. Like they were already spited by that after the Witch Queen that was very good. So yeah, Destiny players don't play that shit. They're like, yo, fuck you, man. We're not doing this.
I don't know, man. This is a tough one. Like, so okay. I think layoffs are going to happen. What do you guys think? Do you think layoffs are coming, or do you think they're going to hold on to whatever the team is right now and try to make a Destiny 3?
Yeah, no, I think they're gonna do layoffs. I also just think that they deserved it for making really bad games. So
yeah. It's not a matter of if layoffs are going to happen. They are. It's a matter of when, how many, and like it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
If they say, oh, we had to lay off 4,000 developers, I'm gonna say you should have laid off 5.
Well, I don't think they have that many. But
Well,
still, no, I get what you're saying.
I meant to say employees, not developers. But my point is, whatever the number is, it ain't fucking enough.
I can see them knocking off a couple hundred, probably. So I kind of wonder, because when I saw this headline, I'm like, the first thing in my mind is, dude, Sony, they lost this amount of valuation on Bungie, and that's just Bungie. Imagine the amount of money that this company had to report losing for all of their failed live service video games that they've had aside from Helldivers obviously made money, but the amount of video games that they released and failed, right? Whether quickly or not quickly, and then the amount of video games that they were working on that they canceled. Because remember, they canceled 8 fucking games, 8 live service video games, and they're not small titles. We're talking God of War live service, right? Last of Us live service, Spider-Man live service, right? These are massive fucking titles that easily were hundreds of millions of dollars each, or that was going to be the projected budget. Whatever they got to, I'm sure it was millions, but still. At the end of the day, these were not like small little projects that they canceled. These were huge fucking projects that they can't. I mean, so much money. Now, granted, they have a lot of money, but I'm just saying, man, God damn, how do you sit at a table and say, yep, we want to make another live service game after admitting that you lost well into the billions over the last few projects? It's just crazy to me. I don't know. I guess when you have that much money, you could just say you get kind of dead into it. You're like, well, yeah, what's another billion? You know, when you have many, many, many billions. I don't know. It's just crazy.
I've said this before, but it bears out saying again. There's a comedian named Stephen Wright, and he's got this joke that says, I tried to hang myself with a bungee cord, and I kept almost dying. And that's literally the case for Bungie.
That's pretty accurate, actually.
Damn.
I don't know, man. It kind of shocks me. But again, maybe at some point you're just like, yeah, whatever. You know, you're looking at fucking banknotes. And you're like, yeah, I got this much money to play with. Let's just do this. But it just seems like no matter what, doesn't matter how big of a failure they get, at the end of the day, it's the same decision being made every time. It's almost I almost want to respect the salesmanship that I feel like is involved in that, to sell yet another idea that you know is probably gonna, like, look at Horizon Hunter Gatherers. They're about to do it again. Then you got Fair Games. They're about to do it. They're tripling down on Fair Games at this point. The fucking woman who founded the company that Fair Games, the developer Fair that's making Fair Games, she left. Even she was like, yeah, I'm out. And they're still tripling down like, yeah, no, we're just going to turn this into an extraction shooter. I don't know, man. Wizard, what you think, man? You're the fucking finance guy that's always complaining about this shit. What's your thoughts?
I think there needs to be a reckoning, but there isn't going to be. Not like in the way that we think. I don't think Bungie's going anywhere. Sony can't afford that. And I don't want to kind of pivot, but I kind of have to for this. We're learning now through Nintendo of all companies that the price increases on Sony and Xbox hardware isn't necessarily just because of the profit margins. It's also because of the shareholders and the banks. Sony's going through the same thing that Nintendo is. Nintendo put out an apology on Friday to gamers. And I think that's reflective of Sony, which is also raising prices. So I don't think Bungie's going anywhere. I think they're just going to sit with the loss. I think we're going to get Destiny 3. And it's going to be because they can't afford to lose stock value in an era where they can't move hardware. Sony is actually in a place of absolute desperation. Like, we've never seen them have
a quick
sweat
question
like
for clarification?
Yes.
You said you don't think Bungie's going anywhere. I don't think any of us thought they were going anywhere either. Do you mean you don't think even layoffs are going to happen, or?
Oh, I think we're definitely going to see layoffs, but I don't think the brand is going anywhere. I don't think Marathon's going to shut down. I think it might go free to play, and it's going to last. It will linger on free to play for a long, long time. If that's what's a possibility. I mean, Destiny 2 is free to play now, if I'm not mistaken. Just the expansions are pay to play. So I think that's it. Just based on literally what happened over the last week. And everything with they can't move hardware. We got Sony's report too. Sony's shareholder report. Their numbers are shit. If I didn't know any better, I would say Nintendo is currently being pumped and dumped. Like, they're trying to do a hostile. They're either trying to pump and dump gaming because all of the bankers know that gaming is fucked right now because of AI. So either they're trying to do like a pump and dump scheme, which I don't have any proof to prove that. What I think is more likely is a hostile takeover of companies like Sony, like Nintendo, and what would be, Xbox, but isn't because it's Microsoft. And you can't beat Microsoft. But
a hostile takeover from who, though? Because Sony, I could agree with. Sony is technically a Japanese company, but let's be real, they're an American company. Hostile takeovers of Japanese companies that like Nintendo, that's a whole different ballgame. That rarely happens because it's so traditional. So what do you mean?
So the situation with the fuel pricing, with the tariffs, with the
No, I get all that. I mean, who would be trying to like? It was,
the banks.
I think of a few companies who want to buy Sony. Who would be buying Nintendo?
The investment bankers, the BlackRocks, the BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, all of them would be trying to take majority ownership of companies like Nintendo and Sony, just based on what's happening now, and it's through gaming. Like Nintendo's stock is collapsing. I haven't seen Sony's, but Sony is not able to move consoles anymore. And they have to keep raising prices because their shareholders are saying we'll sell off if you don't raise prices, which is insane.
This is, I mean, this has been a trend with Nintendo, though. So, like, you got the mid-90s, the N64 comes out, their stock goes to the roof. GameCube comes out in the early 2000s, they fucking plummet. It's a failure. They released the Wii almost, 7 years later, whatnot. Becomes the second most successful console of all time with the PS2. Their stock grows exponentially. Wii U comes out, they plummet again. Switch comes out, they shoot to the stratosphere. It ends up overtaking the Wii, if I recall. Now Wii U Switch 2 comes out, bottoms out. I don't think Nintendo is in near as rough a shape as someone like Sony is.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're like closing up shop. I mean, Nintendo's not going anywhere. I'm just saying the stock price is like I think it went under $11 US, which is really kind of low. Like, when I'm seeing like friends of mine are like
incredibly low.
I'm going all in on Nintendo.
900s, like
they put out the earning. Like here you have a company that's putting out and saying like we're selling millions of software, we're selling millions of Switch 2s, even in an economic time when it's not working out, and their share price is still plummeting. Like there's something wrong, and it's not, I wasn't trying to bring Nintendo into it, but it's the same thing with Sony, and Sony can't move hardware. Sony's hardware is older. I think they're going to do whatever the frick they have to do to survive to 2030. That's what all these companies are saying right now. We just got to survive to 2030 because by then something's going to level out.
Yeah,
Did
something
you
to
see,
happen, sure.
Did you see how Paul Tassi tried to represent Nintendo raising their prices? Since you kind of brought it up, he made it seem as if they're like doing us a favor because they didn't do it as fast as PlayStation and Xbox did. He look at the headline. It says Nintendo finally raises Switch 2 prices following PS5 and Xbox. Like, oh yeah, thanks Nintendo.
I fucking hate this shit, dude.
You're doing us a favor, buddy. It's like
this is
it's so ridiculous,
so disingenuous. But it's entirely disingenuous. This is running position. It's a form of marketing positioning that he's trying to do for Nintendo. They don't need your fucking help, Paul. They're fucking Nintendo.
Right. Yeah. Did you hear about what's happening in Japan? Like everybody's running out and buying consoles now, supposedly.
And it's whether the same thing happening here in the States. Yeah. There's a lot of pictures floating around. Like now's the time and they're going to sell out. The Mario Kart bundle is already over. That's done. So now you're just buying the console until I think we're getting the a Pocopia bundle. I don't know if that's hitting the States, but there's definitely a Pocopia bundle that's going to be hitting somewhere in the world.
Right. And this mad rush is happening right before the Starfox game comes out. So now the install base for Starfox is going to be a lot bigger than it was with just a couple months ago.
Pocopia, the Pocopia run got over 2 million. Well, and I'm not saying it's just Pocopia that did this, but during that game's launch, that quarter, they moved 2 million units of 2 million consoles, over 2 million. And Pocopia sold in its first week 2 million units, and it's up to now it's sold 4 million, which is just crazy. Like it was a system seller.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a system seller to the likes of, let's say, like an Ocarina of Time remake, which I know they still have planned. I think they're doing all this before they eventually showcase that game. I think that game's going to be their big end game in terms of really getting the Switch 2 out there.
I've said from the beginning that I was not going to purchase the Switch 2 until we get a new mainline Zelda. Now, Ocarina of Time is technically a remake, but as long as they don't fuck with my Gerudo women, I'll buy Switch 2 specifically for an Ocarina of Time remake.
Are you considering getting one now though? Because Leon, I think of Leon, I think of your position anytime I'm working on a Nintendo anything, because you're in the mindset of millions of people in the United States of like, I'm not buying the Switch 2 until they make my Zelda game or a 3D Mario game. But now that they're raising the price, are you going to get it before September 1st when the price goes up?
Well, so possibly. Here's my
probably will.
Yeah, here's my caveat is that I've heard very mixed things about the Ocarina of Time remake leaks being real or not. So some are very convincing, others seem like they're debunking it. So my question is, do I want to do I want to roll the dice on that? Like if there is no Ocarina of Time remake, or if there is no new Zelda game or whatnot, then I just bought myself a fucking $550 or $400, however much it is. If
it gives you any any peace, the person who leaked the Starfox remake is the same person that leaked the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
So not saying that guarantees it, but I'm just
Now I'm in a bit of a better.
That person when they leak stuff, it tends to be more likely to be real.
Yeah. Now I will say that those of us that do content creation and whatnot, we're in a better position than a lot of folks that are just your average normie. Because for us, that's a $450, $550, however fucking much it is, dollar tax write off. Like that's a business expense. That's totally different than the normie out there who just wants to play a fucking video game. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just find this all to be so interesting because again, like I don't know if Wizard went into it before, but with the lawsuits and stuff that is currently going down right now with Nintendo. They're for those of you that don't know, they're trying to sue the United States government to get all their tariff money back.
Money back.
Well, so real quick, can I address a comment?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
The Elemental Hero Shadow says, Leon, no, honestly, why buy Switch 2? As many issues Nintendo Switch 2 power lawsuit. Let me explain completely why. Because I think that's a fair question. When Nintendo was at its weakest, its weakest period under the Wii U, if they did not make another dollar of profit, the rest of their corporation's continuance, they had enough money to survive just on their reserves for over 250 years. My decision to or not to buy a Switch 2 does not affect Nintendo whatsoever. So I'm going to look at, have you released a product I like or a product that I want to buy? If you release something that I want as a consumer or as a customer or as a gamer or whatever it may be, I'm going to spend my money on it because Nintendo is they are the Disney of Japan. As much as it's great to see Disney bottoming out, losing money on these Star Wars products, Disney princess movies, shit like that, Disney's in no way, shape, or form close to going under. Nintendo is no different. So yeah, while they do a lot of shady shit, and while I've not bought Switch 2 yet, once they offer me something that I find to be worth that money, I'll pay that money.
Well, I think that's the mindset to have that's the mindset I think a lot of people have but don't want to admit to. Because prime example is look how many people complain about YouTube. Like literally fucking almost everybody complains about YouTube. YouTube censorious, YouTube's this, YouTube's that. They use YouTube every day, all day. Right? The primary watchers are on YouTube. Right? Obviously we stream on Rumble and everything like that. But you can use a service and still criticize the company and want it to be better and do better. And Nintendo's litigious nature is separate from their games. Right? Like I'm not a Nintendo fan, so I don't give a fuck about their games ultimately, but Nintendo as a company from a litigious standpoint is a piece of shit. And the way that they handle their corporate business is also fucking shitty. But their video games are just pretty simple. And I think they appeal to people that are just looking for either nostalgia, like they just love their Zelda games, love their Mario games, whatever, or just people that want simple fucking family games. Like just
I like hanging out with my homies and playing Super Smash Brothers. I like staying up late night, having a drink and playing Ocarina of Time. I mean, I like doing that when I was a kid. I like doing it now that I'm in my 30s. There's been this consistent comfort there.
I despise YouTube. All 8 hours a day I spend on it. I love that comment. Oh man.
And yeah, Zark says the same thing as you said. Hit notes same way I feel. I hate the company, but I don't hate the games. I love a lot of Nintendo games. I'm as much as I've got criticisms about the look of the Starfox characters. Beyond the character designs, the game itself looks like a really good game. I think that this could be the textbook definition of how to do a remake properly. You've got the original game that's all there, plus new levels, new cutscenes, completely overhauled multiplayer. I was like, that's way better than the fucking Resident Evil 2 remake cash grab bullshit that changes and alters everything. I'm very, again, minus my dislike of the character designs, I'm actually very happy with the Starfox announcement.
Yeah, but again, the lawsuits have nothing to do with the games that are being made, right? So like bringing up the lawsuits doesn't mean a thing to the games that are being made, right? Like I again, I'm not a Nintendo fan, so whatever. But like at the end of the day, Nintendo's video games have nothing to do with the fact that they're being litigious assholes to Power World and trying to stifle competition because they got fucking destroyed because they were asleep at the wheel. And Power was like, well, it seems like there's a market for this. Let's make this game. And then they did. And they took a lot of money. Like, if you want to talk about felting Nintendo, Power World felted Nintendo harder than any of us ever could by supposedly not buying a video game.
Power World sold more copies of its game, digital licenses, whatever you want to call it, sold more copies of their game than Nintendo Switch 2s have been sold up to this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Power
World was in their
Power
first
World
month.
is fun though.
Yeah, that was in their first fucking month too. So imagine what's happened over the last like 2 years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how the lawsuit pans out of people suing Nintendo, you know, to get back money that they're getting from the government if they win.
What the funniest part about it is that Power World's still in early access. 1.0 hasn't even dropped yet. So I mean, they've been eating good for a bit. They're gonna be eating better because, like, you know, they're gonna be adding a bunch of stuff to Power World. So that's gonna be fun to get into personally. The fact what I want to say though about Nintendo, about Switch 2, raising the prices and shit like that is I was never a fan of it in the first place. If they make a Zelda game that is not a remake or a re-release, I may be on board. And I'm just saying maybe because I can't support bad business practices without a very viable reason. And a remake is not a very viable reason to me.
Yeah, okay, so
they got to bring something new.
I actually agree with a lot of what you said. So let me expound on my thoughts when it comes to like the Ocarina of Time aspect. So if it's just by and large, I would agree a remake is not a good enough reason unless there's something being that
great analogy, by the way. Sorry.
Say again?
Great analogy, by the way. It's like the country. You love your country, but hate our government. Yeah, great analogy.
That is a great analogy.
Valid.
But no, so Ocarina of Time as a remake, it needs to still also be good. Like if you, I use the comparison with the Resident Evil games. I fucking hate the Resident Evil 3 remakes just because Resident Evil's on the title. It's not enough to make me fucking buy it. If it's an Ocarina of Time remake, that alone is enough to make me buy it. It needs to actually be a good quality product along with being an Ocarina of Time remake.
It's kind of enough to make me think about getting one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think speaking of remakes, we might as well move on over because talking about this, we got to talk about Starfox, right? Because
yeah.
Is it really that disappointing to you, Kato?
I was so upset. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, a new Starfox. What the fuck is that?
Everybody thought it was going to be a new game, and it's a remake, right? So I think that's probably the most disappointing.
Shit. Not just that we're getting another rendition of 64. It's because I don't like the way that they look. I just don't like it.
I agree. The character redesigns are insultingly awful.
I don't like the way
everything else looks good, by the way. The graphical fidelity, the levels, the ships, everything looks good. From
yes, literally everything else looks good besides
the fucking character designs. They are atrocious.
It's the real animalistic look that's bothering me. Because like if you look at Falco, he has these fucking chicken legs. And it's like, you look like Brock Lesnar, dude. Like, I can't deal with it. I don't like the way that it looks.
Stop
Brock doesn't have his boots.
Like that. Give him his
Fox
fucking
doesn't have his boots. You fucking
Put
bastards.
his fucking boots on.
I've been
sick of
talking about this
shit,
for
man.
so long, bro. I just want some more Starfox. And then you're going to give me him and he looks like a fucking furry? Like no.
It's not even...
I'm gonna be real with you, like Falco has been my favorite character, like for the longest.
Same, Falco's my favorite too.
Whatever bit of Star Fox I played, I enjoyed it. But I like when it comes to Star Fox characters, like Falco's been my dude ever since I started playing as him in like Smash Brothers. I was like, why is this dude so fucking cool? Back airs are insane. The fucking like just the mix ups are great. And I was like, yeah, Falco's definitely my dude. This is put the fucking boots back on him.
Dude, look at him.
Yeah,
bro.
they're all Sorry, was someone else about to say something? I don't want to cut anybody
I
off.
was gonna say, look how he looks. It's gross. I don't like it. He's so realistic.
Well, it speaks to, and I mean, we had this discussion when it came to Fable, and I don't want to repeat too much of it because I don't want to pull a cast.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But we had this discussion around Fable, which was the move to photorealism robs identity. That's what's happening here. I don't like the fact that I see these Starfox characters. They look photorealistic. It takes away from the uniqueness, takes away from the art direction, takes away from the character design for more photorealism. But on top of that, it now makes me wonder, when we get that Ocarina of Time remake, or if we get the next Zelda game, is it going to look like Zelda, or is it going to look like Lord of the fucking Rings, but with Triforces? I don't like that. I don't like that. I have to worry about that.
Honestly, bro, when it comes to the designs, the first thing I saw, I was like, "Where's his neck, bro? Like, that's really,
bro."
Like,
Look at him.
I feel like Fox and
Look at his face. He looks like he looks over it.
Fox, Falco, Wolf, Slippy.
I think Fox and Slippy look the worst. Slippy looks fucking terrible. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's the realism.
The only one where it works is Pepper. Yeah.
Pepper.
Why does Slippy look wet?
Slippy looks like he's been
it's the shiny
jumping
look.
in Vaseline, bro. Look at
you want to know what's funny?
So shiny.
I got a bit of insight from my wife about why she doesn't care for this, or why she doesn't like it. She initially said that the designs don't bother her. It's that Slippy sounds like a fucking child. It's like, why does he sound like a kid? Like what happened to the door barrel? Like,
I mean, Weedy for Sweetie has a good point. Usually never happens, but he says his name is Slippy, so if he looks wet,
I don't like it. He looks like he's about to go on
Kinda-
auction. Okay,
kind of
I
makes
don't
sense.
like it.
I mean, have you seen a frog in real life? Their skin is usually a little, little slimy
like
looking.
the way he looks.
Glossy.
Like this all looks cool. Like I like how this looks.
The environments look
Then you see
amazing.
Flux.
They look amazing. Like they did a good job, especially the planet. Not the planet. I'm sorry. When they're on the fucking sun, like this part right here is really sick. Like right here, like this looks really cool.
The solar flares, yeah.
Yeah, that looks
really
fucking
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
And then
But-
Fox looks like he's about to go like to the cookout in a MAGA hat with a Bud Light. Like I can't deal with it.
Stop,
What do
bro.
you
Stop
think?
it.
What do you think about the multiplayer?
It looks awesome. Completely
looks cool.
overhauled. Like the dude, we can literally get down to, well, I guess nobody else here has a Switch 2 besides Sev, but like on some SNH plays with fucking Starfox dogfight multiplayer, that shit would be wild.
Yes, but I'm really holding out on buying a Switch, bro. I said
Bro,
like,
I don't.
Understandably so.
I'm going to get one off the marketplace probably. Just
I don't
to play
want
this.
one. There is
I
nothing
have
on
a-
the guys. If I buy a Switch 2, I'm literally gonna buy one game.
Which
Maybe
is
two.
which one?
Yeah, maybe
Okay,
two.
I have
Hypno's getting
I have
Pocopia
Mario-
confirmed.
I have
Fuck
Mario
you, I'm
Kart
not getting
World.
Pocopia.
No, like look, you could have Mario Kart World. You know,
You can have
that's a
what?
fun game.
can
World.
have
Mario.
Way old.
Mario.
Mario. Who the fuck is Mario?
Mario.
From Joyzy.
Mario and
Yeah.
Luigi.
Accented people. God damn it.
Oh my goodness. You could have Pocopia. You could download the other stuff to play the older games. So I mean, you could do a lot of things with it. It's not just.
I kind of want to play that.
That is wrong,
Donkey
by the
Kong
way.
Bonanza.
They're
you could
all
do
assu-
that.
they're all assuming I would buy Dust Bloods. No, I don't give a fuck about Dust Bloods. I'm not gonna play a
Ew,
From Software game on the worst platform to play a From Software game. Like I said it before, when there was rumors of an Eternal Darkness remake, that was one of the only games that I would actually buy. Or if they ever came out with a Super Smash Bros or something like that, like yeah, then I would probably get that. But there's nothing on the fucking Nintendo system that I want to buy at full price. Like I just don't want to do it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to spend 70-80 fucking bucks for
Well, on the
any
plus
of these
side, you might
games.
not have to do it at full price
Actually-
if those clearance deals or anything to show for it that I sent Wizard.
True.
When we went
yeah.
to Target, every single game was like 60% on sale.
Dude,
Every game
Wait,
though, like
Switch
come on,
2
like
games?
what
The
about like
ones that I
mainline
was
Pokemon
looking at-
games?
I don't remember the mainline Pokemon names were
I don't
on
think I
sale or
saw
not,
that
but like
one.
they had
There were a lot of
the
them.
Mario
They were not.
Sonic
They were
Olympic
on
game,
sale.
game. Not only so it was originally $60. They had that crossed off and it said like 35. And they had that crossed off and it was
Yeah.
$17.99. I
Yeah.
sent a picture of it to Wizard.
The most recent like Switch 2 releases. So like
Yeah.
Bonanza, I don't know if Beyond
I
was
think
the same,
Kirby
but
Air
Pocopia-
Riders was also on sale.
Air
Kirby
Riders, that's what it was.
also
Air
on
Riders
sale.
is also
Was on-
discounted, but Pocopia,
Doomslayer says 10 FPS. That is StreamYards. That's not
That's
this game
StreamYard.
looks like if you
Yeah,
watch
that's
the
StreamYard.
actual gameplay footage on YouTube,
Yeah.
it looks flawless. That is StreamYards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pocopia was not discounted though.
That's what I thought.
If you get Pocopia, you can play Pocopia with me and Steph and Krista.
Just shut
yeah,
up.
I don't
No.
want to play that.
Yeah,
shit.
everything about that sounded awful.
Yeah, I don't wanna play
That game is
shit.
awesome though. I'm so
You say
serious.
it
That's a
to me,
great
I'm
game.
not done shooting you.
I want to
Get
play
back
that
on,
game again really
get back
bad.
on
I want to play
Counter-Strike.
that Tomodachi Life looked kind of funny. I'm not gonna.
No,
lie.
listen, Tomodachi Life is actually kind of crap. That shit is kind of cool. I had that shit on the fucking DS, and that game is absolutely fun.
By the way, that's another thing to talk about this game because Zark says every game 90 to 100. This game right here, this new Starfox game, ground up built, is releasing at $50
Digital though, right? It's only 50 digital. It's 60 physical.
I mean, I've always been of the opinion that digital should be cheaper than physical. I'll pay if I want a physical
Yeah.
copy, which to be fair, I usually
makes
do.
sense.
I'll pay the extra $10 for that. I mean, $60 games. So that's been the staple of the gaming industry since
Yeah.
what, the PS3 or 4. Like,
Oh, wait, can we talk about that for a second? With the Switch 2 prices going up, the whole digital thing is because they're trying to move more Switch 2s. They're trying to sell more Switch 2s.
that
So
makes
they're
sense.
doing the price difference out of actually kind of a desperation because they're not
they got
moving.
that
Because
initial bump.
like you guys said, like the games aren't selling. People are playing
They're
Switch
not
1
selling.
games on the Switch 2, or they're not buying a Switch 2.
Well, did
which
you
is
see they lowered their
crazy.
forecast? By the way, they lowered their forecast by like
yeah.
3 million units or something like that.
Yeah, they got
Well,
that
that's
initial
also with the
bump, bro.
price
That's what
increase
happened.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
I don't know. Again, I don't know if like the numbers balance. I'm sure they do. I'm just saying, like, it went from 19 million units forecasted to I think 16 or something like that.
Metroid
So,
Prime 4 still hasn't sold 1 million units.
I know.
Met-
I know.
Metroid-
it wasn't
now-
on any like listing or anything like that, right?
It's
Me-
still
it
well,
will-
Nintendo reports it if it sells over 1 million. It still hasn't sold 1 million units. It's not
Can I
on
just
the-
admit-
has always been one of their lower selling IPs, though. To be fair, now this
but
Metroid Prime
under
4
a
is-
million, and it's on 2 consoles.
Oh, did it release
that's
on the
ridiculous.
Switch as well? I
is.
thought
Yes!
it was
It did, it did,
I
it did.
didn't
It's on
realize.
2
ridiculous.
consoles.
Can we just admit this
think-
guy's an Android?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
it could be. Yeah,
Oh
it
man,
could be.
listen. When this motherfucker started showing
Look at
up in
this.
the presentation,
This
I
is
don't
more
know if I-
realistic than this.
I'm pretty sure I live streamed the first time he popped up on a presentation. I was like, that nigga looked like a fucking villain. He looked like
Remember
an
the-
anime.
I feel like if they were to investigate the Yakuza and find like secret leaders of the
Yeah.
fucking gang, this would be one of them.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's hiding in plain sight, bro. That's what's happening.
That's the
Absolutely,
look
bro.
I give you when I say that motherfucker's a Kamen Rider villain. I swear.
That's like
to
what was that name of that woman on the plane? Like that motherfucker is not real. That's
not real.
and it's crazy because when he's showcasing this AI, and by the way, for all the anti-AI Nintendo fans out there, if you think this is not AI powered fucking facial things,
Yeah.
like I got news for you, buddy. I'm sorry for all you guys who are like, yeah, I'll never buy anything with AI in it. Good luck with that. Anyway,
Yeah, you already did.
so when he started doing this shit, I'm like, bro, I think Fox is more real than this guy. Like, like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at this. When
You
he
know
opened
what's
his
gonna be
mouth, I'm like, what?
You know,
That's
it's
wild.
only going to be a matter of time before VTubers
Bro.
get this hooked up, and they're going to use Starfox characters as their VTuber profile.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, all the furries are gonna have a blast on Twitter. They're gonna screenshot this and they're gonna make it their profiles. Absolutely.
They literally
Look at this.
invented new VTuber AIs like for this game.
Look at this. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna come up with excuses like, "Oh, it's a small problem. Yeah, it's passable. I'll deal with the AI this time." It's
That smile's
amazing.
terrifying.
It is, dude. I'm telling you, when I was
This
watching
is
this, I'm like, this guy's
terrifying
not
smile,
real.
dude.
This guy's a
Hold on.
program. We just don't know yet.
Bro,
what
that's-
happened?
It looks
That's a fucking
scary. Look at
reaction
that
image.
smile.
I feel like
curious
what his
you know
power
what?
level
The
is. I think
eyes.
Scouter.
I'm snipping it right now. If I can
Yeah, I already
unlock
did. I
another
got it.
emoji, I'm gonna make it into emoji. 100%.
Yes, let's go.
100%. I have to push it to the side. Hold on. There we go. So I can get the full picture of this. because
It's
this
so
will
creepy.
If we can unlock memberships, we will do this, boys. We will do this. I'm gonna make it into a thing.
How many
He's
more
AI.
memberships do you need to?
Oh,
unlock?
I need fucking hundreds. I'm not gonna get anywhere close. It's YouTube is so gay. After you pass 30, the requirement is stupid. It's like fucking like 200 memberships per slot, and it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up because that's their way to try to like limit, I guess data or whatever. I don't know, but regardless, yes, memberships. We need memberships. But no, anyway. So, I mean, listen, I think this game was cool. What? Oh my god. You know what? You know what? Maybe it'll be this one. Maybe it'll be this one. Oh, let me screenshot this one.
I got
No,
the grin. That's what I need.
I
That
think-
was funny as shit.
I think at the end of the day, this looks fine. Like for Nintendo, I don't think the game looks bad at all. I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, the characters look awful. What do you think about the Nintendo 64 controller? That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
always cool.
Yeah, people over here like nostalgia, dick riding mixtape, homie. No, I want the fucking Nintendo 64 controller. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You need to have the online membership to be able to buy.
This is the last Star Fox game I played. Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube.
Oh man.
Yeah, I
great
love
game.
this one.
Assault came afterwards, and I really like Assault, but Adventures is great.
Yeah, I think this game's fantastic. This was like the game that the GameCube was using to show off its like technology back when Nintendo was actually trying to compete on a similar scale. It was showcasing its fur technology because you saw like every strand of fur and shit. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't remember it looking
I used
this
to take
bad.
the
but
wrong bus home just to go to my friend's house to play this game. Dude. Like,
You should take the wrong bus.
yeah, so I would go to his house instead, and we would play, fucking game.
Now, quick question: did you sit at the back?
All the black kids sat at the back of the bus. Fuck you talking about? Of course,
Makes sense. Yeah, but that's basically it. I mean,
look at Fox's neck, bro. Look at bro.
his dad looks worse. This is
Look
dad.
at him.
James
Daddy.
McLeod, dude.
Yeah,
But I do want to.
He's on his way to a MAGA rally.
I think this is a cool thing to add to the remake. Seeing this story play out.
You think he drives a lifted F-150 with
Yes,
like 40-inch
dude,
wheels?
yes.
And shit?
he's got a cold, cracked open Miller Lite in the front with him right now.
Oh,
he's a
man.
back in my day ass dude.
I was gonna
Look
say,
at
yeah,
him,
you know,
bro.
it's the dad that beats his kids, but they stay in line, so it's good. Like,
Somebody needs to fucking AI American flag on the back of his ship and two MAGA flags and just like that'd be great.
Yeah.
give him some fucking
And a
truck nuts for
lukewarm
his arm
natural
wing.
light.
Yeah, he rolls coal when he's flying through space. Well, I mean, you need air to do that, but yeah, anyway. That's besides the point. Fucking hilarious, bro. This is
Fuck,
so great.
man.
Bro, look at this shit, man. You got
It's too realistic. Look at him, bro.
look at Pigma.
Ugh.
Jesus
Where's
Christ.
the
Leave me
wolf?
some ammo.
They got the
Water.
wolf screenshot too, don't they?
Bro,
Chips
is
if you
that
have
is
'em.
that
Oh
a
my
character
God.
from Animal Farm? Jesus.
Oh.
That's what I thought.
The wolf
shit is
screenshot
crazy.
like,
Pigma.
bugged me, man. I'm like, Jesus.
I
why
do
does
think
he
it's
look
cool
like
that they added a prologue to like describing what happened to Fox's dad and shit. I think that's pretty cool.
The betrayal.
Overall,
Yeah,
though,
I mean, it all looks cool until you look at those character designs, and he's just like, I don't like the way that looks, man. It reminds, you know what it reminds me of? The old school like Puss in Boots movie. I did not like the way that he looks because it just looks a little too real. I don't like this.
I
You
just
mean the
don't
first
know.
one?
Yes, the first one.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they decided to go with the realism aspect, considering that the Mario movie just came out and the way Fox looked in that movie was like infinitely better.
well,
Yes, he
dude,
looked
did you,
good in that movie.
you haven't seen the Mario movie, have you?
No, I just obviously I've seen the
Well,
screenshots. and
the
stuff
reason
like
I ask is when you go into Fox's, like, there's a scene in the movie where it goes into Fox's backstory
Oh,
and it
yes.
switches to a full-on anime, like a shonen anime, and it's the coolest sequence of the whole movie. It's like
It was
shonen anime Star
awesome.
Fox shit.
Yeah, that section was cool. It's like, yo, this is cool. I would have watched a movie like this. I play a Star
Agreed.
Fox game like that too. And then you look at this shit. Look, he has the nerd neck.
He has no neck. That's the problem. He probably has cankles. Most likely. It's actually kind of crazy. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like I said,
Bro looked like he was in one of those chiropractor shorts.
yo, remember Remember that image that they were trying to pass around of like what a gamer would look like after 30 years if they were to keep gaming? Remember that? And it was like the head was super forward and shit, and he had no neck, and like he had a bump on the back of his neck. That he actually has that here. If you look back here, he's got the little bump, the back of his neck. I don't know, man. Kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
Man.
But no, I think the game looks fine. I think it'll sell fine. Obviously, I think people are excited for a new Starfox, and that's great for Nintendo fans. That's awesome.
I'm just more of a stylism. Like I'm more of like a
heard this before
choice over realistic.
He is not fat. He's just fluffy. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, whatever.
He's big bone. Well, he's big fur. Whatever.
He is a fluffer. That's the thing.
Hey,
you just had to make it gay. Come on,
What are we doing,
every
man?
time. It's always one.
All right, I'm gonna catch up on Supers. Any last thoughts on Starf? Who's buying it? Anybody gonna buy it here?
No.
Well, I know Wizard's buying it
because
because he's a shill. He's a plant. So I know that. I know that.
Apparently. Wait, have you
not buying a
brought
Switch
shareholder
2
value
for this.
today?
I'm not
No.
buying a Switch 2 for this, but if I eventually get a Switch 2 for a Zelda game, I will pick this up after.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably get a Switch 2 off of like Facebook Marketplace or something just to get this.
Are you like 74? The fuck you do using Facebook? Like
I just use the marketplace because I don't want to pay full price.
So you want to buy it off of one of your other people that stole it?
Yeah, I mean, preferably.
That's one of those. What do they call it now? Changing consumer habits. Yeah.
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 Works
There's a
smarter,
lot. There's a
not
lot of
harder.
that going on. A lot of that changing consumer habits going on. It's so funny. Once Spirit Airlines shut down, fucking Delta was like, no more free snacks. We're taking and then they said we're taking that away due to changing consumer habits. I'm like, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah,
And then McDonald's was
shuts
like,
down,
hey,
and McDonald's does it next too. Hey, no more free drinks.
no
Like,
more free
all
drinks. And they're like, why? It's like changing consumer habits. Like, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's catch up on Supers. We got Hypno Toad with a 989. All hail the Hypno Toad. You will like the stream. It's been 153 days now, Footman. Where is my knee? Bros review.
Fuck.
Gonna
Oh,
change
my
your
God.
name to Black George Martin. You keep dodging making it.
Thank you for reminding. You know what? I'm going to have to see my homie Jack Sparrow right now and make sure that I have it.
Oh,
and
my
I'm gonna
God.
rewatch it.
You do that.
Unfortunately. God damn.
Dark Obsidian, 13 months, says, yes, I'm a big at Army Shill, and shout out to the fake wizard. Great job on FNT.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's right. We didn't talk
Appreciate
about
that.
your promotion today.
Plant.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of him because he's been planted on
Plant. He's a
F&T.
plant. He's a government plant. All right. He was sent. What y'all don't know is Wizard was sent by the quartering to infiltrate FNT so that he could get all the dirt.
Wow. Time Wizard.
I don't even
Time
You know what's really
Wizard
funny?
to the
Wow.
quartering is crazy, bro.
Can I just say there was a moment on stream yesterday when everybody's talking about the controversy, and I look in the chat and I see X-Ray Girl say fake wizard equals Sonichu medallion.
No!
They really view you as a Sonichu medallion? Holy shit.
Because they brought me on the show, and then
I'm getting you the fuck out of here, buddy. Holy shit. That's crazy, bro.
they're like, so on one end, people are like, he's a plant, and then on the other side, it's like, he's a curse.
That's insane, bro.
One of the two. One of the two.
That's actually fucking hilarious, man. Holy shit.
Hypnotoad is downloading right now, okay?
Yeah, he told me about that with
friendly
Counter-Strike, and
fire,
it took like
man.
months to get him to play. Dark Obsidian, thank you, brother. Archangel's with a 2. Ew, absolutely disgusting. Well, dinner ruined. Sorry, that was the mixtape, I think. Dark Knight with a 2. Goodbye, Volcano High finally has a worthy opponent. Yeah, well, there you go. Benjamin with a 2. Wonder if 4 Chimp will make a parody of mixtape. Probably. James Ott with a 2. This is literally Annalisa Mercanti. Annalisa. Anna? That's insane.
Supposed to be anal.
Oh, that makes sense. Law no Google. Not giving you my name for a 10. This is Trans Tifa Slop in game form.
Hey, you don't want to know what I call it on Twitter.
I gotta be real with you guys, okay? I really don't think this is like an extreme how do I want to put it? Like DEI focused story where they're necessarily trying to shove something down your throat of like a message in a way. I think what this is, that's not gay. I think what this
I know
is
you said message.
this is truly a bunch of DEI-oriented developers that found a way to get massively funded and to be able to make the game that they wanted to make. And they ended up making a game that is essentially this fantasy in their mind of what they view the 90s to be that they never actually experienced themselves. They just made the game like just a fantasy of the 90s of their own mind, and they're trying to pass it off to everybody as if it's like an actual real experience.
This is as this is as close to the 90s as Stranger Things is to the 80s.
Yeah. And you know, it's funny you mentioned Stranger Things, because Stranger Things has pretty much, for a lot of these people, have bled dry the whole 80s nostalgia bait. So now they're going for the 90s nostalgia bait. And then before you know it, when that gets bled dry, they're going to go to the early 2000s. And it's
grunge shit.
Yeah, you know, they'll never go to the 70s,
by the way,
though.
you know the
They'll go
internet
to the
be
70s.
listening to us, and you know, Google's tracking us shit, because I just refreshed my X page, and this is the first thing to pop up. Share my screen.
Oh, no. What is that? Yep.
Yep. To the left. Screw the system. We're the mistreated white kids from the suburbs. We listen to alternative music while destroying public property by flipping it off. Right. I'm going to exterminate the invaders before they come to Corneria.
That is hilarious.
I can hear Eagle screeching every time you read that.
Londo Google, thank you, sir, for the 10. We got a Kickin' Donuts with a 2. Mixtape is the Met Gala of games. Hashtag mixtape worm.
Whoa.
Sounds about right. Panther with a 2. ET, better than mixtape. Well, there you go. Adair Soto with a 10. I was right. Hypno, the art style of the 90s, early 2000s in writing this game was for millennials who don't want to grow up and want to live in the past. Pattern recognition.
Hey,
I just think
what I said yesterday, I was like, they say millennials always want coming of age stories because they never came of age.
It's a good point. Wheat Jones with a 5. I was in high school in 99. My dad was a cop. My ass would have been beat. Also, the skateboards are wrong. Nobody was skating old school decks in 99.
Correct.
Again, it's the mindset. It's the mindset. It's the fantasy.
In high school. I was in diapers.
Benjamin with a 2 says mixtape is game of the year. Saying it here because they might do it. Yeah,
No,
I think
they
they are going to go. I think they're going to go for it. I absolutely do.
Yeah.
It might.
That's
It
gonna
might.
be
Cody
memorable,
Adams,
man.
I was right.
They'll try that.
It might get nominated. It won't win.
If
I
it
don't know
gets
about that,
nominated
man.
in Crimson Desert,
I'm
get nominated.
on this
Oh, you
show
know what?
until it
He's right.
happens.
No. You know what? Sheep is right. You want to know why? Because there's no fucking way they're going to be able to convince the world of normies that GTA 6 is worse than mixtape. There's no way. If GTA 6 comes out,
Crimson Desert, yeah.
if GTA 6, they don't give a fuck about Crimson Desert. If GTA 6 comes out, that's going to get
shit.
That's going to get game
Also,
of the year.
how many? Not to mention what else released this year that it would have to compete against. You got Resident Evil 9 that had people a buzz. You had Pragmata that had people a buzz.
Crimson Desert.
Pragmata's not getting
Crimson
shit.
Desert.
Yeah, agreed. Pragmata's not getting it. It might get like best sound design or something.
It's not getting fucking shit. Nothing.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They're
It's
not
not
gonna
getting anything.
I know there was all that controversy around it and whatnot, but I do not think that they're going to snub Capcom. It's fucking Capcom.
But Resident Evil would be enough for Capcom to like get something.
You might be
If Resident
right
Evil
there.
9 was super like
That's
it
true.
was
Yeah,
super
they might be able to get away with snubbing Pragmata because of Resident Evil 9. Okay.
exactly, dude. Especially because Resident Evil 9 had a strong female protagonist.
True. Kicking Donuts with a 2. 6-7 is more funny than mixtape is enjoyable.
No, in this case, both things are wrong. They're equally shit.
With the 5 of the people that gave review for Marathon, the same people that gave mixtape a 10 out of 10.
Yes, Kaden.
Yes, it is. They're all the same. Yamato with a 2. These people are so desperate for a win, they're diluting. Or they have to manufacture a win, because they're not going to get it naturally or organically. Benjamin with a 5. 10 out of 10 is a bad score. 6-7 is the best. Right above 5 out of 7. 7 is the best metric to rate. Nothing is perfect, and all turns blur together. Makes sense.
Is this written by IGN?
Maybe.
Sure.
The Flatlander becomes a member. Thank you, Flatlander. Appreciate that. Banana Bomber Kang with a 199. Was this part of Wing's interactive indie thing? I don't think so, but I'm sure if you look hard enough, it might be tied. Forgotten Vet with a 20. Hello, Sevi. Hope your day is perfect. Stay beautiful. My queen. My queen is very strong. Very strong.
Hey, come on, Battle. Get off your knees, bro.
Now we found who
I'll
be
just
gifting
say-
Savvy all these games.
Come on.
There you go.
man.
I'll just say
Bro, how
thank you
you-
for the super chat.
How you
How about
simp so hard that you give money to another dude?
I mean, in that regard, please continue. Please
Do it. Yeah, go for it. But
go further.
all right.
Shout out Forgotten Vet, brother.
Shout out Forgotten Vet. He's a legend, man. Forgotten Vet's a legend. Don't listen to sheep. All right.
Yeah.
You know what? Kick sheep.
There you go. Thank you for this. I'll just say thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. And hello.
We got Fluffy Murder Machine. 14 months. I remember watching you guys roast mixtape. Now that you mention it, I slowly am sure, like I'm slowly remembering it, but I just honestly, I must have burned it out of my mind. Because normally I would remember games like this, and for some reason,
I don't know how you didn't remember it, man.
I just didn't. I didn't, man. Fuck. Debuff Bluff with a 5. Meanwhile, in Japan, Stranger Than Heaven with Snoop Dogg and Ado California mixtape. Compare trailers and tell me which is a 10. Well, I don't think Stranger Than Heaven's a 10 either. So just to be clear, but it did look amazing. I can't wait to play it. Although Snoop Dogg is so fucking out of place in that trailer. But regardless,
there's only one video game ever been made that's 10, and it's goddamn Frogger.
Frogger? People got a lot of trauma with Frogger.
I don't know if it was a 10. I do love Frogger though. But I just want to say some dumb shit.
King to Talk with a 2. Big Daddy Hypnotic just showing support. Thanks. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Jason Alto with a 10. I was a teen during the 90s, and F Booty Sugar Bear Adams and almost all the devs weren't born yet. Disingenuous regards. We all know what he meant. P.S. And fuck IGN and their journals. They might have just started Gamergate. No, they didn't. This is not a Gamergate 3.
No.
This is just a reminder that everything that is no longer talked about by them usually is still happening. They're just a lot smarter about it. Forgotten Vet with a 2. Oh, and hello, Hypnotic. And chat, hail Sevi. Damn, even when saying hi to me, you still had to say hi to Sevi again? Damn.
Hey, he's sending super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And hello
Fucking
again.
kick sheep, man. This is crazy. Unbelievable.
We see you.
Gaming Mason. I see you is crazy, bro.
I see you.
That should be like the simp picture. Anytime someone's simping for Sevi, just be like, I see you. I see you.
Hey, send me that, bro. I need that.
I respect it, man. I respect it, Forgotten Vet. You have at it, brother. Keep showing me your love for Sevi via multiple super chats. Gaming Mason with a 5. Don't know what's more gay. Atreus glazing of hypno in his drunk dial last week, or looking like a gay race swapped Lawrence of Arabia. But that's his auntie look. You got to understand, like when he has like the wrap on his head, that's the auntie look. Valkyria Winter with a 5. Mate, my government has funded for ISIS over here too, pushing them here too. My government's getting so close to UK. Even China is on our doorstep. Oh yeah, you guys are in trouble, man. You guys are in trouble in Australia. Banana Bomber Kang with a 499. The UK have moved to the right. The Prime Minister party has been obligated in the election last week. There's fighting left in that old dog. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. King to Talk with a $2 for the Rager. Thank you. Dare Soto with a 10. You know, if they never give this game 10 out of 10, we would never know about this. In the background of this game, probably 1 year in the future until we found out they couldn't help themselves. Well, you see, that's the thing. That's why I said there's a dime a dozen of these games that release every year. I'm honestly, I'm not even saying, I just want to be very, very clear. I'm sure people are going to be like, the game's fucking trash. And listen, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say the game is bad. I don't know if the game is bad, but what I will say, it's not a 10. That I know for a fucking fact that it's not a 10. I will bet money on it that it's not a 10. But at the end of the day, like, this is one of those games, those no gameplay narrative kind of video games that is basically a movie that all these journals and women like. And this is like a dime a dozen. We see this all the time. The difference is that we don't see this level of reaction all the time. So that's why I say the reaction is the reason why
we don't see them showing off as main marquee things for Summer Game Fest.
Right. There's nothing special about this game. Everybody, this shit happens all the time. It's the reaction. It's the push. That's what made it suspicious for a lot of people. Right? The 10 out of 10 numbers everywhere. Greatest game of our generation. You know what it takes to say something is the greatest game of our generation? It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like,
you know,
I truly
listen.
Or game of the year right away.
Well, the people that
playing
sorry,
it.
everyone.
No, that was it.
Yeah, the people that say this is the greatest game of our generation. This is a game about the 90s, which means that which is everybody on this panel, I assume, except for maybe Kay's generation. You realize what games came out in our generation? Fucking Halo 2, Resident Evil 4, Gears of War, Super Mario 64. Like, Ocarina of
Fusion
Time, which
Frenzy.
to this day is the highest rated game on Metacritic ever. But this is the game of our generation?
I mean, I just don't understand how you could be a game with a generation when you're barely
Exactly,
a game.
Cassie.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, I refuse to listen to the people that gave Crimson Desert, which is one of the most video games I played in I don't know how long, a 6, and then give this a 10. I'm not listening to you.
Yeah, it's wild. That's why people are talking about this, because otherwise it's a forgettable game. Like, the Shills are gonna love it. Nobody else is gonna be playing it other than content creators making fun of it. And that's it. That's where this game is gonna live and die.
Legendary Drops just made a tweet saying that he was gonna play it and let everybody know his thoughts.
Oh my God. God bless his soul. God bless his soul.
That might actually break him.
Where we at? King to Talk with a 2. Can we auction off Wizard's hat in the stream? Yeah. $500 super chat. $500 Red Boy Gigabanger, and you get this hat.
Wow.
Guaranteed. There you go. It's what it is. Renee for $9.99. What's your Kick, Hypnotic? I don't utilize Kick. I don't stream on Kick. I only do YouTube and Rumble.
I straight up thought it said, "What's your kink?" for a second. I was like, "The fuck?"
My kink is pain.
Calm down.
Obi-Wan Cannoli with a 5. Shout out to Kata, since he's so considerate of others. He puts the imp in empathetic. That's fucking insane.
Empathetic.
That's insane. Thank you, Obi-Wan Cannoli. Obi-Wan with a 5. With Kata being here, y'all gonna have to step up your game since the panel will be short-staffed.
Hey, can we kick him?
No, he super chatted. That's your rules. Obi-Wan Cannoli with a 5. I used to know a girl that also had the same requirement: 200 memberships per slot.
Damn.
Oh my
Whoa,
God.
hey, damn.
I knew one too. We used to call it Thunderthroat.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Thank you. Banana Bomber King, 109. It's only for flights under 2 hours. Relax. Yeah, okay. Dark Knight with a 5. Hey, Big Pano, if you could resurrect the dead franchise from the past, what would you choose? None of them, because they're probably better off in the past.
Yeah.
None. Don't
Like
touch
go on.
Scalebound.
Man,
It didn't even get the chance to become a franchise, Kata.
Scalebound.
Like, if we weren't in the situation we're in currently, I'd probably say Dino Crisis. But since
That
we're
was
in
my
the
answer.
situation we're in currently, my man.
That's a
My
good
man.
one.
If I knew that they would do it the right way, it would be Dino Crisis. Also, Legend of Dragoon. I would want to see like a Legend of Dragoon brought back again. But
if I knew that they'd actually do the damn thing justice, I'd say 2020 Marvel's Avengers.
Oh man, don't please. I'm having I'm about to stroke out
I know.
from PTSD.
I know. Listen,
You
that
about to stroke it out?
that gameplay was something fucking serious. But
Yeah, they had some
listened to
very good combat.
They listened to Reddit, and that's where they fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it performed like shit. Didn't have any
And it performed like shit.
post game content for real. And god damn, dude, that was such a missed opportunity.
It was.
Adair with a 2. We never got to Stranger Than Heaven. I'm sad. Were we going to talk about that today?
I didn't think so.
No. Are you thinking about
No.
Hypnocast? We talked about that yesterday.
Isn't that the new game that they show for Xbox or whatever?
It's the one with Snoop Dogg in it.
Oh,
Turtle Moves with a 2.
okay.
The last time we had a 10 out of 10 game was SNES. Oh, games. I'm sorry, was SNES. No, I think there was some 10 out of 10 games that released after that. I mean, again, like there is definitely some legendary video games out there. I can't imagine a world where Mixtape is going to be able to sit next to those games and respectfully be able to, have the same fucking oxygen breathed. I just don't see how it's possible. But they'll try to pretend like it is. Scrap Gamer with a 10. For real, Hypno, no Rin, Elise, or Mathilda from Mad World in the video game waifu tournament. Also, if you don't know who they are, look them up, you lazy bums. You have the internet. Well, as I mentioned, it's impossible to put every
What is
single
the
video game
internet?
character that people want in a 32 waifu battle. Like, it's not like it's impossible. I was looking at hundreds of fucking names. So that's why we have franchise tournaments that we'll be doing too. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Let's go over to Rumble, man. Torno with a 2. So what happens if you fail the kissing mini game in Mixtape?
You
I don't think you
can't.
can.
Hey, you know the kind of guy that would know.
No,
something
You
about
actually can't fail
I did-
anything. You
No, you can't. Like, I did nothing because I didn't want to engage with that shit, and then I just clicked like too much or enough or whatever it was. So you cannot
That's
fail
annoying.
it.
Is there
cannot fail it.
difficulty settings in the game?
No.
No.
No, it's just one setting, which
There is no
lane.
failing.
I have a positive for the game that I just saw.
What's that?
I will say that the UI for the main menu looks pretty interesting. I miss dynamic menus for games. Kind of tired of the static shit, and that looked kind of good.
Look at you, man.
Wow, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel, huh, Kato?
Yeah, I had to find something. You know, that's really.
I'm proud
All
of you,
right.
Kato. That's good. I feel like you really had to find that one. That was good.
That was creative.
Banana Bomber Kang 189 Legend of Dragoon, you fucking nerd. Yes, I am a nerd, and I'm proud. Denarai with a 5. I'm pressing X to doubt that this has happened in the 90s. She would be so grounded, it's not even funny. And she's lucky that she's in the US. In other countries, she would end up in a cell for 24 hours. Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like any child that grew up in the 90s knows that parents didn't play that shit. This was before the whole like sensitivity thing. You go to jail if you hit your kids. You know what I mean? Like, bro, people did not play that shit, brother. Especially minority parents. They don't play. Nah. No, you're gonna get markings, bro. If you fucking committing arson, you're gonna get away with that unscathed? Like, okay, my daughter, you were right. Thank you for convincing me by setting this entire fucking building ablaze. I appreciate that.
That would have never happened. If I would have talked back to my dad, he would have like slapped me silly.
Dude,
hard.
I remember
probably.
I talked back to my mom, and my uncle ran across the house just to punch me in the chest. It was insane.
Mr. Rouge says, how does this work? I super chat 500 to Hypno and Wizard gives me his hat.
Yep,
yes,
that's exactly how
I don't want to
works.
say yes because he will actually do the 500. So I'm not going to do that to Wizard, but
I would also ship the hat.
Oh, all right, do it then. Let's fucking go.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Wait, I actually do have.
Oh, you have an extra hat?
I'm not getting any money out of this. What the fuck are we doing?
Hell no, man.
This is my hat.
Losing the head.
Reparations. Jesus Christ, man. Dieter Conner put $1, so Mixtape should have been a movie instead. Yes, it should have been. It basically is. So
it basically is already.
Yeah, but so is Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's just a fucking soundtrack. Like, I'm gonna be real, this is just like white liberal Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Hey, this wasn't part of the deal. I'll see you on Wizards Live. He's not monetized over there. It's not part of the deal.
We're almost very soon.
Hey, it was supposed to be 500 here. How do you? That's fucked up. Mr.
No,
Rouge.
it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be on the new Black Street Gaming stream tomorrow. Yeah.
Ain't nobody giving money to the blacks. Haven't you guys taken enough?
That's fucked up. Tornall with a 5. When government mandates that your loan. I'm sorry. When government mandates that your loan to make a game or for a publisher to consider your game depends on you towing the DEI line, towing the DEI line, all other games die. That's the road we were on. Yeah. Well, seems like there is no government grants for making normal games. It's because, well, those have to survive on their actual merit, whereas the normal games, whatever that means, well, they get all the money. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Wizard is a Nintendo shill, not a creep or a PDF like Quarterflop. Damn. Well, there's that.
I don't know why we need to get so intense.
I know. Great Ape with $1. Let Grunt Force go off about its feet machinations game Motor Slice. I rather not.
Hey,
he's been talking about Motor Slice nonstop, and every time he talks about the game, he talks about the fucking feet.
Yeah, he's not talking about the game. He's just
Nothing
talking
else.
about the
Is the game good though?
Yeah,
it's decent. It's pretty decent game. Like
Decent.
it's very basic. It's more of like a platformer than a combat thing. But it just shocked me because I'm playing it and then I'm like, these like questions that you're giving me to answer are kind of like freaky. And then there was like one where she's like bent over and like you can click on her and like she starts moaning and shit. I'm like,
hey.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm cool with this.
Deidre Connick with $1. Speaking of quarter, he might be facing a class action lawsuit along with YouTube. Saw it on X a bit ago.
Yeah, I
Well,
just saw
good
that
for him.
too.
Good for him. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Mixtape performing the same as Drake's PDF career. Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
Rumble's on some shit today. I don't know what's going on over there, bro. Cracked out. We got Sean Sora with $1. The reason for the Starfox design from the internet is that it's supposed to invoke the old puppet look from the OG Starfox. And Jim Henson's serious work like the Dark Crystal and the Thunderbirds Hail everybody.
Which I
don't
get
do that.
what they're going for, but the thing is, it doesn't do that because it just like if we didn't live in a world where they were already trying to bastardize all these long-standing franchises with hyper realism, maybe it would work. But we're
Mr. Rouge, listen, if you send 500 here to this channel, I'll get Wizard to throw in a beard. So you can send him 500 to his channel, but 500 to my channel, you get a beard. Boom. Actually, I'll have him send you Kata's beard that he's wearing right now.
What do you
To
mean?
add on to what
Gonna
Leon
send
was
him
saying.
Kata's girl.
What happened, Sheep?
Beard. Oh,
Hey,
I
yo.
get it now.
That's Sheep talk. What happened?
I was about to say to add on to what Leon was saying is that like when you try to capture the essence of like Muppets with CG, you end up with like the live action Lion King film. Don't do that. Despite
It's
that
very
movie
uncanny.
making money, yeah, exactly. Despite that movie making money, it wasn't good. First off, second, it looked really, really fucking weird.
Look, it wasn't gonna work for me anyway because I never liked the puppet look for the Starfox team. So
there's that too.
I will say that it went from like trying to invoke the old puppets to basically becoming Five Nights at Freddy's. That's how it seems. These fucking things look like scary machines that belong in those games. But anyway, Denerai with a membership. Thank you over on Rumble. And Queen Comics Wife just rated us over on Rumble as well. Thank you. Shout out to you for rating us on Rumble. We got Katie Astronaut with a 10. So you mean to tell me this game is based on the 90s burnout culture? And we have Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Weezer, Rem, Blind Melon, Fake, and Gay. That's another
Did
thing
you just
too.
say REM and not REM?
REM.
I just read it out quickly because I'm trying to be fast here.
Oh
You
no,
want me
he
to
would
say
have.
You want me to say REM? I could say REM.
It's
Does that make you
REM.
feel better?
You just
REM.
proved
There
he's
you
not
go.
white.
No, just say Rem because fuck y'all. Go fuck
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm saying Rem. I don't give a fuck. What I was gonna say is that that's actually a part that we didn't actually touch on is the fact that it's a lot of money to go full licensing on all that music that they fucking did. You know, so I feel like they spent a pretty penny on that as well, which again, they got $300,000 in funding, but a full licensed soundtrack on top of everything else that's been going on and paying developer salaries for however many years it took to make this game. I don't know, man. It's interesting. And then Debo with 15 months, Peter Jackson's movie King Kong.
yo,
Thank you, sir.
Debo saying anything in the chat?
I don't know what that's
crazy.
in reference to, but yeah, the Peter Jackson King Kong movie is incredibly underrated. And it's the second best King Kong movie ever made after the original.
Does Debo not talk in your
No, all he does, he comes in, he drops a membership. It says absolutely nothing. I didn't even know he talked.
He does. He probably doesn't like you guys.
Yeah, well, we are black, so you know.
Makes
And
sense.
He is Debo. So
He is Debo. All right, boys. I think we are caught up on everything. Shout out to you guys. Any gifted gift? Yeah. You ready for this, man?
no. Limitless Andre
Oh,
mixtape, and then
no.
also Goth ex-girlfriend gifted at the same time. He goes, I heard you want to relive your last days in high school. I'm here to help. I'm gonna have to decline it because you were late. But thank you so much. Oh my god, I guess this means I'm gonna have to do it, huh?
I just love pretending that Kato went to high school. Guys, he joined the army. He clearly didn't go to fucking high school.
Yeah, I actually graduated high school top of the class. Let's not do that. You know,
How'd you get on top of anything?
you know, I was actually I was in a special gifted programs. Okay, all right. So
oh, did you
Thank
take
you
the
so
short bus?
much. No, actually, no. We were special. We had our own section, and it wasn't because we were retarded. It's because we were smart. Okay.
Resmarted. Got you.
Dare would have found if the game was in the 90s, they would have seen a lot of lowriders back then and every day with the boombox loud music on the street.
Yeah, and there's not enough weed in that game for me. So yeah, I guess I have to tomorrow. I guess I'll take a couple hours after
the fuck are you
I come
doing?
back from the gym.
Busting a nut on the street? What the fuck was that?
Because now I'm gonna have to fucking play the game now because you motherfuckers
don't.
gifted it to me. I said I don't want to play it.
Yeah. Yes, he does. He's got to play it on stream. He's got to stream the game.
Let's go.
Oh, Godspeed, brother. Godspeed.
It's only 3
What
hours
you got, Sheep?
long.
What is this?
Shout out Old Man Jenkins says it's not chicken, so you can't hurt me. Master of Fried Rice is the name of the game. Fried rice, wok stir frying, rice dynamism, realized by physics calculation. Complete the best. This shit's so damn tiny. Complete the best fried rice by using various ingredients.
That actually sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was about to say that actually sounds pretty fucking dope. I'm gonna have to check that out. I appreciate that, man. Shout out. Also, I don't care if it's not chicken.
Dude, you want chicken in your fried rice, though. At least I do. I always make some like teriyaki chicken or whatnot to go in my fried rice.
I prefer salmon, but chicken.
Salmon's good too.
Comics Dad with $1. Kata can only get on top of something with a ladder and an adult. Hell bigots. What's going on, man?
Damn.
You're doing Comics Dad.
Ladder
Appreciate
and
that.
an adult. It's crazy.
Guys, let's do outros, man. Fantastic stream, great conversation, a lot to cover. There's some stuff we didn't even get to, but that's okay. We talked about plenty.
Did we
do
pretty
everything?
good.
I thought we missed one thing. I don't know.
I thought we
Bungie goes
crushed
broke,
it.
Shills go insane, Mixtape, Starfox / Nintendo. We got 4 topics out of the way.
Sony,
get through it.
Sony hardware, Nintendo hardware. We covered a lot.
I guess the
Yeah,
only thing we
added
didn't
more.
talk about was Mortal Kombat 2.
Well, that wasn't
Cassie's not here.
planned.
We got a lot done.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ.
And the stream's gonna stay up after this.
I said the same thing about Leon last week.
I like how
It's so
I like
funny.
how I like how
I
Wizards,
said Leon wasn't here. We got a lot done.
I could have been.
I like how
Seven wasn't here
Wizards-
last week. Could have been because I heard that we don't get shit done.
But I like how Wizards like the shots Wizards take. Wizard takes is like he puts on a blindfold and just aims any fucking where.
That's how it feels.
Cassie's like, all right, bro.
Oh, you see her?
We're just kidding. We're
see
just
you.
kidding, Cass. We missed you. Come back next week. All right, boys. Listen, let's do outros. I fuck this picture, man. I swear to God. Sevi, what do you got going on?
Roblox video dropping
Oh,
on a Monday, so go and check it out in my channel, Sevi Love. And that's about it. I stream every day.
Very good. Very good. Wizard, what do you got going on?
I'm working on a video for Mixtape. I was gonna try and post it tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna hold it and post it on Monday. It needs a lot of work, but we're streaming. We've got a lot more streams happening over on Fake Wizards Live. We're almost monetized. Actually, we should be monetized already, but there's like a 5 or 6 day delay, which is ridiculous on YouTube for like getting monetized now. So it's a little ridiculous, but
Really?
yeah, we gotta.
Oh, that's weird.
It's just not updated. like I'm getting my numbers, but it's not updating like the tracker to get monetized.
Oh, it takes a
So-
while. It takes a little minute. It does that. It does
So
that.
it's all right.
always
We're gonna keep streaming, posting videos, and that's pretty much it. Happy to be here. Be back next week.
Oh yeah, Sheep, what you got going on?
Kingdom Hearts 2, more of that on Monday and then Wednesday as well. Friday, I'll be over on my wife's channel. We'll be killing zombies and also dying to zombies while yelling at each other. It's fun. It's great. That's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, Benjamin with a 5 says check out the game Far Far West. It's like DRG but with robots, magic, undead trains, and in the wild West. Yeah, we looked at that
keep
game.
Getting told about that. I'm probably gonna play it.
It's a lot of people playing that game. It's early access right now, but the game looks fun. Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate that. Leon, what do you got?
I was just gifted Motor Slice by No Ours Left, which shout out. Yeah, this was on my wish list. I'm glad to hear that Kayla's enjoying it when it was shown off at, I think this was also shown off at Summer Games Fest, like during their indie showcase or something last year. So yeah, I was excited for this one got shown off. So shout out. Thank you, No Hearts Left. This is a real manga, The Depravity Records of an Immortal Girl. Just do a quick copy paste there. Shout out. Thank you.
Wild.
Kata, what you got
Dude
going
had
on,
the
man?
MILF Mom Party manga in his library. Like,
You just had that on hand.
What you got going on?
Yeah, I'm the real life fake nigga. Make sure that y'all come over to my
Okay.
channel. Khalil Too Short. We have videos dropping almost every day over there if you want to go check those out. But no, seriously, I got a Mortal Kombat video that's dropping tomorrow. It was a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. Pause. So check that out if you want to. apparently I have to play Mixtape now. So tomorrow, probably, I don't fucking know. It'll probably be like maybe 1 o'clock. I don't know. I'm gonna play it for a few hours and we're gonna sit through that. So go to that. And then I think tomorrow on the new Blackstreet Gaming, we should be playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection. We should be. So if you want to come through and come play some Halo, come through. It's gonna be a good time. I'll show y'all what a real gamer looks like.
Oh yeah,
What time?
like during Counter Strike.
You doing multiplayer?
Yeah, we're doing. Yeah. It's gonna be
What
doing some
time?
multiplayer. I think we do it. It'll be 6 EST to about maybe 8, maybe 9. Depends on how fun.
I might drop in
or
for
how
an
fun
hour or
it
two
be.
because I haven't gotten to get it. I've got the Master Chief Collection. I haven't gotten to play it yet. And maybe I'll do that before I do my Sunday special stream tomorrow. Hop in and get with you guys.
I want to get in some Halo, man. After playing CS:GO and that Halo theme kept playing, I wanted to play it. And then I don't know. I just been in the mood again to Halo again. So we're gonna be doing that. So go sub to all the channels. New Blackstreet, obviously, my channel. Everybody else is here, and yeah, keep it tight.
Yeah, I hate X because now that I watched Booty Adams' video, now it's promoting his tweets to me, and I fucking can't stand that shit because like he was off my feed for like over a year. But now I just saw one right now where he quote tweeted himself where he said Mixtape is going to absolutely get Game of the Year nominations. And then he says the replies are what you expect, but the funniest ones are the ones comparing this to Pragmata. I love y'all, but that game isn't going to be even in the conversation for Game of the Year. I'm telling you, man, their plans are very obvious. And again, he's part of the I think he's part of the voting fan base. I'm pretty
he knows
sure.
some people.
Oh, I know he is.
So this is what they're planning to do for the Game Awards. So don't be surprised. Again, not that I think it's going to beat GTA 6. If GTA 6 comes out, it's winning. But the point is, still funny to see, nonetheless. Anyway, Leon, what you got, man?
Yeah, well, it is Saturday night. As you guys know, on Saturday nights, we do Analog Horror Nights immediately following SNH. I'm going over a classic, a staple of analog horror that I've somehow never seen, Local 58. So if you guys enjoy some spooky, creepy shit, come on over to my channel immediately following this. We're going to watch Local 58 for the very first time, break it down, see if it gives us a little bit of them spookums. And beyond that, Sunday special stream tomorrow, because we crushed Tier 3 yesterday on Neon Leon. So shout out. Thank you so much. Great show as always. Love chopping up about all this. And I will have a video in the works now about all the financial aspects of what's going into Mixtape because the deep dive at 70 I did earlier was enlightening. I feel like that's got to be just broken down into its own video.
Local
Put that
58
all together.
Local 58 has some really good music, by the way.
Good. Yeah, everyone says they love it, and I thought I'd covered it before. I never had, so I was like, I'll have to check this out. So that's what we're doing tonight.
Local 58 and Gemini, they both got like really good music.
And
All right,
you don't know how many porn accounts are on Twitter until you have posts go viral, dude. This is insane.
Gonna try CS2 after the stream first time. Let's fucking go, man. Have fun.
Let's go at kick.
A kicking Danitz. All right, guys. We're done. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. In terms of what I got, same shit all the time. Trying to finish Replaced. Gonna be playing that to completion. Hopefully, I think it's only like 1 or 2 more streams. We should be done. And then I'm gonna fill the time period between that and like Lego Batman and 007. I know those are like the 2 next major releases. So we have like about a week and a half or so. So I'll find something to fill the time with. But other than that, every day, Hypnocast, 9 p.m. and video game waifu battle tournaments happening starting Sunday. 32 characters joining in on that. So look forward to that. The last one was pretty awesome. A little bit shocking.
I already know who I want to win. Well, I got two.
I'm not gonna lie. The last one was shocking, man. Everybody thought Nami was gonna be easy win. Nami or Nico Robin, and then come to find out it was like neither. So pretty interesting. But regardless, we'll see what happens with this one. So yeah, join me for that. I may or may not do a gaming stream tonight. Not exactly too sure. When is Death Stranding? Definitely not anytime soon. I keep telling you guys that. You keep asking. I keep giving the same answer, and I'm gonna keep giving the same answer. Not anytime soon. But I will get to it eventually. Definitely this year at some point. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for the insane support. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Shout out to the Hypnomods for doing what you do every single day. Appreciate you as well. Go watch Leon after this. He's the only one going live right now, right? Pretty sure.
Think so.
True.
All right, fair enough. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Go be bigots, go be gooners. Bye. Peace. beginning. Wait till you get better at the game.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her name is gay. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in a Tweety and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. 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 That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.